Yeah, that would be almost. And we have a new thing this year where we have organization booths.
The delay is
There's nothing
not,
we could do. We already
there's
tried. Yeah, we already tried reloading.
Look
It's
at all
them.
these fancy things, man. You got Intel brands everywhere. You got like cool ass mics.
Out there, so go check them out.
Just pretend you're watching a foreign film.
Then the schedule, is it up there? No. Schedule, here we go. So this is the schedule for the day. We have 2 stages. So choose
I think this is to
panels, and we
spite
have
everybody
devs from
because
all
they
of our
were going to
studios
try to
here
charge
the
you to
panels
watch
to
the
keep on
stream,
discussing
but
current
then
topics.
they said,
And
oh,
Big
and everybody got
Benny's
mad
is
at them,
here.
and they
Oh
were
yeah,
Yes.
I would be too. It's like no,
like, yeah, exactly.
fuck that.
So,
if you want to get some food,
to get back
go
at
grab
us, they're
that.
like, you
There
want
are
to watch
other
it
food
free?
as well.
And
if
you got to watch
scroll
it on delay.
yourself, there is a merch booth for exclusive merch.
Everybody's laughing because we've already bought
Thank
everything.
you to our sponsors. We would not be here without them, and to the gifts that they gave, Intel and Corsair. They make these
$100
events
for a better
possible.
stream chat.
And lastly, in the world of Star Citizen, our sponsor this year is Drake Interplanetary, predominantly, as well as other sponsors who all have cool booths to check out, and you guys can check them out. And we'll also do them
Interplanetary,
on
they
the
can't
stream.
even do
There's a Drake virtual
intercontinental
stream.
stream.
So go try out the
Shit,
Floyd
this is
Bond
right down the
Yellow
street from
white
us.
model.
We're in
Follow up.
Austin, and it
You can
can't.
see that, the life-size dragonfly out the front. A Drake's Serenity Lounge for all the premium ticket holders out the front. There's a mocap area.
Should I, like, get
for the
up and
winners
go
of the
tell them,
contest where they're doing
you
an
know,
excuse me.
directed at professional actors. And there's also a fun
excuse me?
scavenger hunt.
Why did we go
throughout the
to
day for
1.5
everybody, that Eric will be giving you the questions.
viewers?
What was it
So
before?
there's lots to do.
12K,
but before
12.9.
go,
I think people are
Drake
trying to reload the
Interplanetary
stream.
would like
Yeah.
to share something with you.
Trying to find out what's going on. Welp. That's a long ass sentence.
God damn.
Jesus Christ, how big is this delay?
This delay just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
This is horrible.
Guys, you gotta stop the stream and say, 1 moment, please. Don't just go on because you don't give a shit about citizens elsewhere. Citizenship must be earned. You must come to the event and pay us. Come on, guys. Fucking. There you go. Wait, that's not a good thing.
Check it out on Twitch.
No, they're not doing it on Twitch because they're like, F y'all Twitch. We're doing our own stream. The only thing that's on Twitch, look, only 355. Everybody's reloading. So you come over here, you go to Star Citizen, and it's just rebroadcast. Oh, what? They've got offline? They weren't doing it. It was here, and okay, maybe they're finally trying to fix. Oh, wait. Oh, this might be fixed. Saved?
Yeah.
I think it's
This is
saved.
better.
It's this one that's broken.
The time has come for something new.
Oh yeah, that's
Something
better. Much better!
to change the game.
Thank you!
When seeking fortunes at the fringes of civilization,
Oh man, sounds
you
sweet.
need someone you can trust.
I got great whoa! They got great sound design.
This age of
right?
uncertainty, it's time
Looks good.
for strength.
Fuck!
It's time to release the Kraken.
Whoa! Release the Kraken! They've been watching our stream!
Drake
Grabbing
The
speed.
Kraken!
We got your back.
How much is that? How much is that one gonna be?
$50,000,
Oh,
Joe.
God.
Real life money.
And if it dies, it dies.
Can we have one? Can the Angry Army have one? See your authorized dealer for details. Oh, it really is. They are selling it. Like, this is like a car
I need to get
dealership.
insurance for my.
Right. I don't know if they do that anymore because they were getting a lot of shit. They probably still do.
Please
Ah,
welcome
man.
Chris Roberts.
I mean, they know how to put together promotional videos for
Well,
their
yeah.
for their ships that they sell. Can we have one of those?
We must
Without
have
paying
we
for it,
need
though?
a free Kraken.
Since you took our tagline.
That's actually kind of a hard video to follow, but we're going to try our best. It's a lot of fun. So welcome to Austin. I think we had our very first citizenCon here back in 2013, so it's great to be back. It's a little larger venue than we were before, and we've got a lot more things on. But it's great to have you all here, and I'm really excited by everything we're going to reveal and show today. So, for you
Without
guys,
further
we decided
ado.
we're going to do something very different this citizenCon than what we've done in the past, because normally what we do is we show some technology we're working on that in the future you guys are going to get to enjoy, or we prototype some gameplay that's going to come in a year or two's time, like we did with in 2017 with Gamescom and citizenCon. But this year we made a decision quite a while ago to focus on actual gameplay content. Our original goal was to have the mission that we're going to show you now be live on the day. Obviously, OCS and 3.3 is taking a little longer, so but the mission that we are going to play and show and walk you through is a mission that you'll all be able to play in.
Fucking, so
All
longer.
the stuff's in there, warts and all. It's not faked. It's actually
6, 7
proper gameplay. It's not
years, maybe?
scripted. This is a mission
about
that
to be
can
6.
happen
I
in
think
various
it's
different locations
2013.
and have different
No,
parts.
Joe, it's like 2011.
And I think
2011?
it's really cool because it's going to be
For the
content
Kickstarter?
you guys are going to be enjoying in the very near future.
Oh.
As soon as we get 3.3 out of PTU and into live, and then we're releasing the Hurston Lawville aspect, so it'll be good. So I'm going to bring Todd Pappy,
Stumble over his
live
words with the release date
director,
stuff.
to the stage with me. Here he is. And also we have Glenn. Where's Glenn? Who you may remember from some of our.
Who cares how much time it takes?
missions.
I care.
And you'll notice he's wearing.
It's gonna be the best.
Cowboy
Especially
boots
when your
to
project is
give-
spiraling
has
out
an
of
Englishman
control
in
and has
Texas,
no
he's wearing some cowboy
self-control.
boots.
Yeah,
I
I
did tell
care.
him that he's put him on the wrong side of his jeans, but anyway.
But they need more people like you. Hey, go buy another ship.
But,
Get out of our stream. Go
Anyway,
buy
so do
another
you want to
ship.
just say something about what we're going to do here in the like it's one of our missions?
It is one of our missions. Basically, high-level beat is that you'll see some of the biomes that we built.
When my grandsons
and
will play the game.
It will take place on the planet. We're not going to go out.
We won't get to play it, but our children, Joe, will get to
But
play
it
it.
is,
One day.
it's real. I mean, that to me is the most exciting part.
It's real. It's real. It's real. It's all real. It's not fake.
And I think one of our
It's
focuses
not
going
fake.
Forward is
This is all
focusing on
real.
Game content,
It's not fake.
in the immediate future. in
By the way,
current
did we
patches,
tell you
improving
that it's not fake?
experience, the feel of the game, even though we're
So.
in alpha.
It's real.
We're really
Alpha,
focusing
not
on
beta,
the
alpha.
experience now and
It's
building
not
that
fake.
up,
We've been
and
in alpha
this is
for 5
one of
years.
the steps towards
Well,
that.
especially getting OCS and the core tech out. You know, that allows us to do what we need to do. So Glenn's booting up real quick, and then we can go.
It's a real mission. That's
This
right.
is real.
And also
It's
one
real.
caveat, since you guys know
Play
that
it.
Entries in Evocati, is that it is a 3.3 build, which means potentially it'll be not unlike
Buggy.
the Star Citizen demo. There could be a crash in it.
Remember, this is alpha. This
You
is
may
pre-alpha.
also see some wonky behavior from AI specifically, because it's all
Here's
about
the
multiplayer.
explanation for all this
These are all
stuff.
things that we're aware of and working
Pre-alpha.
with. This we are showing you in 3.3 in the current build with content will be coming with Hurston Lawville.
And net binding or net.
Yeah, so the only thing that we have off on this is the bang culling. So
Yes.
this does have asynchronous background loading and object container streaming, but we have the bang culling off because that's actually the most unstable element of what's currently in the 3.3 test with the Evocati.
Show us the goods,
It adds
boys.
another level of complexity with the multi-threading and the possible issues that can happen and how things get out of sync. So in this, we just have that turned off, which means the performance won't be as good as the Evocati are getting with bang culling in it.
Yeah.
But
Excuses,
okay.
excuses. Let's
Get better.
go.
So bear with with us if there's a crash. Hopefully there won't be one. We'll see. We're doing it live.
Yeah.
As someone,
Actually, yes.
yeah, as someone famously said.
This is. This really is
Old
the first
joke
time.
is old.
Something F this. Let's do it live.
I made that parody video like back in 2008 with Bill O'Reilly, me yelling at Bill O'Reilly.
All right.
All right, guys.
Almost there.
Come on, guys.
loading.
Come on, guys.
They're loading space. It's gonna take a while.
Gotta
All
get
right.
yourself a fucking Origin PC. Woo! Drop the sponsorship.
Yeah. All right.
Intel.
'Cause we're doing this as a multiplayer. So
Brought
some
to
friends can
you
join us.
by
So we're just waiting for the last two people to join.
Oh my gosh. Hey, it's James, the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yeah.
And look exactly like them. Oh shit! Look at the sweat. You can see the sweat start dripping down his forehead. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You
the other
saying
guy's
something?
leaving him. He's like, all right, I'm just.
Good. What's happening with?
What's happening? Oh, I don't know. Why are you looking at me?
Oh,
And this guy looking.
no.
Oh no!
This is not how you want to
no.
start.
We have to wait for them.
Oh, his smile wiped away. Now he's looking. Oh.
Should I keep this up?
Did you start the computer?
2-minute wait?
It wasn't really on.
No, did you?
Now it's really
Is it
on.
your fault or is it my?
That's really
Well,
on.
I think it's maybe. I mean, well, you didn't tell me this morning. Well, you know, fuck off, you know.
No. I'm bored. I'm bored.
It's waving.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
Have you tried
Off and on.
reset the modem? As soon we're gonna see Chris just run off stage.
Not a competition.
It's not a competition. Oh man, it is. It sort of is. You just sold a ship to us with a trailer.
Let's go to commercial.
Commercial! Commercial! Super green! Green. Green, super green. Commercial! Commercial!
Oh,
Around the corner
man.
here.
Commercial! Oh, I hate this, man. Now I'm starting to feel bad.
The guy's like, you know
Oh.
what? You do this on your own.
He just took.
All right.
All right. Oh. That's a beach ball. Hey, we need one of those over here. Here, I'm gonna text.
Calm down, guys.
I'm gonna text our guy who's there.
Okay. What's happening?
What's happening?
And once we get that one in.
He's in. He's in. Here we go.
They're having more fun in the stands, just throwing that
Ready
little
to go
frisbee around.
Yep. We're good, right?
Uh,
Okay. Can we switch to player one, please? There we are.
Poor guys,
So
man.
we are waking
They
up,
really need to hire
in
a
our
service to
hab
take care of
in
this stuff.
Lawville.
This has been a
First
reoccurring thing
planet
for
that
a
is
while.
Fully formed planet with a
Yep.
proper landing zone. And the goal
All right.
is to have what we call the habitation system, the HAB
Yep.
system, that will give you persistence. You'll start off in a small apartment, but you can earn money, move your way up, upgrade to bigger, better places.
Can you guys hear all right?
Penthouse, get real estate on different locations.
Let us know the audio levels.
And our longer term goal with the HABs, I think in 3.3, the HAB system is going to be not that
Damn,
different
Joe, my
than,
pecs got
What
bigger.
we have currently in 3.2, except for there will be persistence when you're in the session, so you can go back to your HAB and through of it. But our long-term plan is you have a dedicated
want it a bit higher?
HAB that is actually a unique location you can go
We'll
to.
go right here.
And every player has a different one. And we
See,
have a city
how about
big
that?
enough to be able to sort of handle that.
To support
and the
it.
other landing zones, which you will see in a little bit.
And obviously, depending on when you get into that hab might be very close to the city, or you might have to take a train out to your habs.
To your HABs, yes, exactly. And you'll sort of see the scale when we get out to the city. So let's wake up, Glenn.
So we got some impressive beer bottles. We got the immersion
nice.
of waking
Now
up
look at
in
that.
your
There's some
in your
beer,
bunk. I like
reading.
that. Though I've
Yeah,
never
glance-
done that in
and
my
this will
life.
be a
Got
personal
asthma.
choice. You can have a messy hab
Yes.
or
never
a
done that in
tidy
your
hab.
life?
It'll be
No.
completely up to you.
Not
how
when
you
I wake
wanna
up.
Oh, I do
hold
that.
your
Whatever.
items, but
Go to the gym.
let's go. I don't know. It's kind of.
Oh, that's because you actually
cup of
work
Joe.
these things out. When you don't work things out,
It's nice to get a little stretch.
you just lose all the time.
So this is actually going to be showing off our.
What?
This is a more in-depth interaction system and how this can lead to missions because we want you to pick up things. We want you to interact with the world and be able to
Because the
look
cosmic
around and
coffee
hunt
will
for
talk
clues
to
and
you.
Those types of things.
It'll give you
ready.
Go ahead
missions.
and get your coffee.
Interactive.
Amazing. The coffee sent me here on this mission.
Right. So yeah, we have a cup of coffee. We have the interaction system where we can.
Inspect it.
Look at all items, so you'll be able to.
Nice.
It's a
I
bar.
actually- that's
so in
legit.
3-3, you'll be able to
Can
look
you
at your
spill
weapons,
it?
That's
look
legit.
at objects you pick
Can you
up.
spill
and the
it?
No,
long-term
Joe,
goal
let's
is
not.
pretty much
All right,
close
come
to
on.
Well,
let's
look
not
at the
go
way
that
look what
far.
he's doing. Look
not
what he's
go
doing.
that
Come
far.
on.
You can take them, you can move in them persistent.
Go to your
you can store
commander.
them in your spaceship, you can store
Right
them
in front of
your
his face.
app. And
Well,
That
yeah,
actually was
bitch.
pretty sweet.
not in 3-3, but we're going to be expanding the player status system. We already have the stamina that happens, and you need oxygen. But we're not going to go
What?
full core like survival or hard sim.
No,
but
please.
you are going to occasionally need to drink some liquids or eat some food
Or breathe.
Or breathe.
Man,
and
I-
it's really just resource management. It's not
yeah.
any different than you would have resource
I
management for
concur.
your
I don't
ship,
really like that,
fuel,
but
and,
maybe
power and stuff like that.
in
So,
this instance it'll be
we'll have
all
a
right,
cup of
since they
Joe
said it's
in the
not full
morning,
blown.
Wake us up. There you go. And
I was
so
seeing
some
if
of
it
the
would
things we have
spill,
in the
but-
hub here are also to play with early in 3-3, but we'll actually have more gameplay and meaning. But here's
Huh.
an example of placing and putting stuff around. So you'll be able, so
This
it's
stuff
not
is pretty
just
cool.
like the old,
I want this in
system that
Skyrim,
where you had to put it on
Oblivion,
certain spots.
the
You
next
can
Elder
place
Scrolls,
items
so
anywhere
that
you
you know
want,
you
pick
can
them
like
up, pick
make
them up
your
with
house and
crouching,
shit
so there's a lot
with all
more
the rubies. Remember when we used to
interaction
stack
with
rubies
Yeah.
and shit?
tactileness.
Kind of do it, but it's
so-
hard.
Oh, no! No!
And that was just waking up, guys. Just imagine when you go to space.
Never done that. All right, well,
Is it the
is that
Woo!
the GPU crash?
GPU?
Here's your money at work.
Come on.
Wow.
I didn't even think that was like.
Guys, I'm trying to be positive.
Me too.
I'm trying to
I was
be
like, okay,
positive.
if something epic was
okay,
going on in
that's
the background,
different. That's a
okay,
skeleton
maybe it
bounty.
Yeah,
crashed.
yeah,
But you're
okay.
getting out of bed drinking
that-
coffee, and your game
We haven't
crashes.
actually ever seen that crash.
Your game is crashing when you're
before.
drinking
That-
coffee.
When you're
Another one.
drinking
We
coffee
have
and
a
walking
GPU crash
around.
that we've been seeing, but we've never seen that one before. So
We
that's
need to
kind of
respin
annoying.
the server.
Yeah, we've
and
never
get the
seen
servers
that
back in.
crash before. We've seen many crashes, but not that
Evo
one.
up. That's Evo's code right there.
Shit.
Okay, so let's spin this up. Sorry about that. We could play the Kraken commercial again and do something.
No, no,
Oh, we did
don't
it.
play your fucking
seeing.
commercial. Seriously,
Do
guys.
we have the Kraken commercial we can play again?
No.
Yeah, because you know that works.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Let's watch some pretty imagery while we do that. You can never accuse us of not doing things live, though.
Yeah. Let's,
No. Shut up.
They want something. They're there for something.
Actually, you're right. That was a good idea. He said, what did he scream?
Commentary.
Give us commentary on this one, I think. I'll do it for you. All right, so look, what we have is we hired a video guy who knows how to frame, who knows how to set up a shot. The reason why is because we're selling you something, okay? This is gonna cost you over $1,000, maybe $2,000, because it's a carrier ship. This
like
is what
it.
I wanted.
I like it. When does it come out?
Okay, well, this comes out when do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Not yet. Do you have a wife?
No.
Well, did y'all have sex yet?
no.
No. Okay. Well, once y'all do, and then your kid goes to kindergarten, and then when he goes into first grade, no, I think maybe sixth grade.
My kid will inherit the debts.
There you go. You got it. And so what we have here is a mining operation. This is what you can do in the game.
Uh-oh,
And
he's got the
remember,
coffee. Be careful.
shut down. So remember when you could drink coffee in the game.
This claim is ours. I'll make this easy for
Now,
you. Leave now, or we'll kill you.
now what's interesting is this in the game? Or is this a simulation of a dynamic event in the game? Because if it's just a simulation, no player is going to drink coffee like that, walk around, and no other player is going to come up slowly on them and say, we're going to kill you. They're
time
just
has
going to
come.
fire at you from
For something new.
miles away.
Something to change the game.
See, the Angry Army, we're going to roll in this as long as I don't have to pay for it
Man, I ain't
myself.
buying a ship.
I ain't
It's
putting
expensive.
another dime into the game. I'm sorry, but that's our ship. We're gonna drive on
age of
that. That's how
uncertainty,
cool this fucking video is.
Take back your strength.
All right, who's gonna be my wingman?
Release the
And I'm not
Kraken.
sure, Joe.
Got this.
You got this, Joe. Get him off me, Joe!
I'm just gonna ram him
Break
with the Kraken.
interplanetary.
Oh, you're
Back.
gonna fly the Kraken. Okay.
Yeah.
And he gets right back down to business,
That's right.
which is mining.
It's a deliberate.
Now I'm not saying that wasn't cool as fuck, because it was cool as fuck. But it's a very directed.
By the way, just I was going to call out before, but you couldn't hear me over the speaker. We have a group in the UK now that sort of works on things like that, and a couple of them are former content creators
What did I say?
from you guys
What'd I
that
say?
have now started to work for us.
What I say?
So it's
What I
very
say?
cool to see that progression where people start as content creators out in the community and then come inside and start working for us and start doing really.
I wonder if I could
kick-ass,
see
work like that. It's
more
great.
more Raven
So-
in the audience.
I think we're ready.
I think we're ready.
What is going on?
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Where's Joe when you
Wow.
need him? Wow.
Wow. Is it? I don't know.
I don't know, Joe. It definitely went down. Oh
Glass and cloud.
yeah. Oh yeah. Now they can't even play the game and stream at the same time.
Will be all things game. You can buy bigger places, bigger spaces, more places to store it. But again,
What?
Ruined.
It.
What the fuck?
How much do we have to pay to get more FPS on stream? Did you see that? God damn it. Hold on, guys. Let me try to do some fixing of my own.
Not cool,
but
guys. Not cool.
could you imagine if people paid for this, Joe?
Residences.
so on the AI side, we'll see more of it we go on, but it's the early days of the AI going about their lives. There's a lot more that's going to come in. We have this usable system, I think we've talked about in the past, that longer term is what allows the AI to do everything from playing an arcade
Oh, that
game
guy
to
teleported across.
sweeping the
couch.
the floor, to having a drink,
Well,
eating
even
food.
allowing the player to do the same
Yeah,
thing.
and the player, you can use the same systems and animations. And so we want to build a living, breathing city or locations, because the thing is, in a multiplayer game, if you just rely on the players for the population, the problem is everyone's running around trying to do a mission or earn money and
That's true.
sprinting left and right. So the AI
That
is
is
very
true.
important to give locations a sense of life,
Right.
which is what we're going to be aiming for here. You're going to see more of it. We're going to go down to the base of L19, and when we look back at it, you'll sort of see it's a tall, sort of upside down bracket. Like here's the admin office in the bit of L19. So again, that's where you could drop off or have things delivered. You can sort of see how tall it is up on it, and let's head out.
I think this area holds 100 tabs.
Yeah, each building holds 100 houses.
Yeah.
So as more players come
Whoa.
online and they would start in Lawville, we would actually have more of these
The guy
buildings that would be
glitched.
populated.
Oh.
So here we are. We're out here. This is looking out at the vista onto Lawville. See a fair amount of security. And
We have
again,
the spaceport across the way.
yeah, Tessa Spaceport is the main spaceport of Lawville.
What are those
That's
two
coming.
things
And,
floating over there? They don't appear to be
can't
ships.
see if we ship, but there should be
Advertisement.
Very
ships,
nice, very
coming
nice
and going,
looking.
as well
You
as,
know, you
players.
can't
So we have
deny.
ships that are actually coming out of quantum travel in orbit and
Can't
coming
deny
down,
how nice it
landing on
looks.
the pad or
They've
taking
got
off.
good modelers,
Um,
designers.
Didn't see any one of them, but that's
What do you
because
call it,
it's
art guys?
Also systemic, so it doesn't always happen on cue because it's not scripted. And here we'll carry on because we're
What?
That
going to
makes
show you
no
a little
sense.
bit of Lawville, and this area is sort of the
Try the metal version.
kind of the L19 worker area of it,
Yes,
right?
and this is about selling the security building and the oppression of Hurston towards its workers.
So Hurston's a corporate planet, and the Hurston Corporation owns and runs it. So as you see a fair amount of security around, they're maybe, I wouldn't say the nicest employer. They want everyone to do their job and not complain, even if they don't get paid a lot and the air quality is really bad. You'll see a fair amount of Hurston security around. They will, stop and do checks on other NPCs, tell you to move on and hurry up.
That's cool.
And here we are coming out onto, I think, the main plaza of this particular area. I think we call it Leaves.
More like-
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
More like an OPG
And
or an RPG.
So we'll go into the bar.
Yeah, and bar. I've talked about bars long term being locations you would go to get some gossip, find out what's happening, maybe have some slightly shadier missions that you
Yep,
can accept
that's
versus the
sweet.
Sort of more
I love that.
clean scrubbed ones that you would get on, say, the job boards.
In any other
Yeah, like-
flight simulator, this would
does
just
look,
be a
yeah,
screen.
This does look amazing, and you
Reminds
can have
me
a lot
of-
of fun, but
Reminds me of Blade Runner, Mass Effect.
So every now and then,
tired of the wait.
Yeah, and we're in an active city, so we actually have
Yeah.
full trains of transit.
they would.
I'm just wondering how this works with other players,
Yeah,
or
just
is
went
this
back.
single player
Okay.
we're looking at here?
Right.
That's the light flickering.
Wow.
You want a drink or
I
something?
need a drink.
Wait your turn.
So this is our early implementation of the bartender, and you can order whiskey or you can order beer.
Early
So
implementation.
Glenn is going to do an
Everything's
Irish
early
coffee
right now.
Everything
in
is
kind of a messed up way,
early.
not the proper way.
What do you want?
Appreciate you.
Whiskey.
Choice.
That's your choice, right? I don't like whiskey. Joe loves whiskey.
Whiskey.
As I
bourbon,
said, this is
rum.
the 3-3 build. There's
Yep.
some
There's
visual
still some
of
glitches
bugs, like
and some wonky gravity.
It's space.
Fine once we get it.
Yeah.
Doesn't reset the gravity
You're
vector
right.
until you actually pick it up. So. We got ice cube simulation. There you go. Very important.
Yeah.
And there is only there's only one cube in the whiskey, which is also very important.
You can have
All right,
a big
let's have
one.
let's have a drink, but not too much.
Okay, Joe.
So
now
again,
you're being a
in
little
the future, when
nitpicky.
we're
Only
talking about
one.
player status,
ice
you'll be able to
cube.
drink
You
as
can have,
much.
yeah.
You usually get two.
It's you're drinking whiskey.
those
You
type
need
Come
two
on.
ice cubes. Fuck it! I'm out of here. Fuck this stupid ass shit.
You lose your coordination.
This game is shit, Joe. There's only
I'm not sold
one.
yet. I'm
You're not
sold.
fucking sold.
We've missed the trains both times. So,
Glenn?
okay, let's see.
You remember when that Kickstarter was trying to sell us something like this and like projected on your arm?
All right, we have
It
an
was
invite
not
to go
gonna
see
work.
Clovis Darneely in the reclamation and disposal.
But I like
So this
how
is the-
it's a
this is the
traditional
mission
menu, you know?
that is
Not one that's
Yeah, easy to navigate.
it's easy. It looks
that.
easy. And they have an excuse here to keep it in
Go to
world,
reclamation
like
disposal,
Far
go.
Cry. Far
And
Cry
this is one of
2.
the mission givers on Hurston. One of the multiple ones.
What was that guy wearing?
He obviously had a few drinks.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
The
saw
way
him.
he's moving, and
He's going back to
So
the
over
bar.
here we've got
Cut that
Maria
man
Perez.
off.
Cut
This
him
goes back
off!
to player status and kind of the idea behind Death of the
Maria.
Spaceman, where when you die, this is
¿Por
where you
qué?
or die. This is where you'll come back. You'll respond here.
Yeah.
And then
You'll be respond
also
here?
when you
Why?
get
Why not
injured,
at, like, I don't know,
and
a
the
cloning
med
vat
pen
or
takes
something
you
like
back to a
that? That would be
certain
cool.
percentage, and then it will fade over time, and then you'll need to actually get fixed up here, whether it's at a hospital or by the
Okay.
Apollo or Endeavor.
There you go.
Yeah,
Hospital.
exactly. I mean, the idea is the med pen is a short-term solution that stops bleeding and lets you operate for a little while, but if you don't go and get longer-term fixed up, the bleeding will come back and you'll eventually die. So even with med pens, you still need to go back and get medical
Yes.
help and fix yourself up.
I'd
just
be
like
I'd be
repairing
so excited about this
you know,
game.
You're like a ship. You repair yourself.
If this was an
So here we are,
RPG and
reclamation
like
and,
this is the kind of stuff they're
disposal.
showing, because this reminds me a lot of Prey 2,
I was gonna say Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, Prey 2, Blade Runner.
Apologies. The air is especially dreadful today. There. Still alive, I think. Hello, welcome to Reclamation and Disposal. My name is Clovis Darnley.
So they got
Wonderful
NPCs
to
that
meet
have
you.
stories, talk, interesting,
What can I
life
do
to
for you
them.
on this fine day?
Wouldn't it be
Gave us an invite about work.
wouldn't it be
Let's ask
amazing
about
if they could actually
It's
pull
an
this
excellent
off
question.
and, like, all this time, you know, and then deliver something that's really, really awesome?
It's gonna have to be a while.
Like, that
Even
would
when it
be one of the
releases, it's gonna be
greatest
so
stories.
buggy.
Certain shades of morality. I may have a lead on some, well, let's just call it questionable materials in need of forceful collection.
Because I like this NPC already.
The devil's in the details, I believe. Read them well.
Okay, there's a satellite that's fallen from orbit and it has a prototype blade in it we want to
Interested?
check out.
Yes,
good.
I'll check that out. This reminds me of, you know,
Wonderful.
what was
Best
it,
of luck.
freelancer, maybe? Going and taking jobs at various hub worlds. It's just the hub world is elaborate,
to it.
impressive. You know, maybe some people would just
That's right.
prefer a menu instead of walking around and doing all this stuff, and
Alright.
maybe these are just really
Well,
just
these are
interactive
helpful,
hubs.
right.
But I'm fine with that.
Ask one of our friends.
We'll see. Members,
Okay, fingers crossed.
is this...
Yes. Definitely.
There he is. Uh-oh. Hand's a bit weird.
Yeah.
What?
That's another player.
How's it going?
Does not even move his legs.
Apparently I need to go out to some location.
Uh,
If you want to.
What's happening? Is it supposed to be lip sync? Yeah.
Is he calibrated?
You look interested. Definitely. Alright, man. I'll catch you out there, yeah? Meet up with you.
I don't know what's happening here. Whoa, Joe.
So
This is
You can-
comedy
We-
gold,
we
guys.
come, obviously,
I
with
might need to just put
still
this
some
whole thing up
kinks
on
in the
my
face and
channel.
stuff like that.
Just a little bit.
I'm not sure whether we calibrated correctly. and
Joe.
does
No,
it-
I
does
don't
have
think so.
His
classes or
face
not?
is tired. That's actually the opposite of
Yeah,
face
so,
is tired.
but
His
that
face
is example
is
of
Everything
hyper.
is moving.
My
With the
face is
over
hyper.
IP, not the best example of
Your goddamn
quality
dad
that you
is
can
dead.
get out of it,
My face
but
is
we have
hyper.
face over IP that's working right now in the 3.3 OCS.
Sup?
branch
Some of the
the
glitches.
Italian.
Sit
They can actually
down.
play it too.
And they could, yeah, and you'll also be able to go and check it out in the LAN room.
You go this way, Joe.
LAN room.
I didn't know how to connect
okay,
it.
So that's L19.
Here's
That is,
the-
You have
that is
a
the,
good
that's
brain.
That's the habs that we
That's
were
where we
at
were
in
in the
the
habs.
security building.
Yeah, behind the security building.
Put it on
Where-
the third one.
Like the worker trade stuff.
We're going to head to Tammany and Sons,
Here's how you
which
connect
is
to it, you
a
know.
shop.
You
We're
can
going to
put
buy
that
some
in
armor.
there.
We're going to buy a multi-tool
Okay.
as well, because we'll need that for the mission.
Use all of them.
So straight ahead, that is to the business district that we'll be working towards for 3-4.
Why didn't you tell me earlier then? I'd have done it earlier.
I don't know what time. Bullshit.
Yeah, don't try to cosplay those little
The bags?
cheap plastic bags, breathing apparatus things. May not end well.
Yeah.
All right, so this is this is the actual new flight suit that's coming with 3.3. It's the RSI Odyssey. It's very cool. So we're just gonna get it.
Guys, are we in frame and focused? Help us out. My eyes are not good enough to see that. Maybe I should look on my phone.
And then we need to go.
Do we have the suit? I don't have the suit.
Yeah, we have the suit. We need to go get the multi-tool.
Yes. We're good.
So think
good.
of the multi-tool like your personal utility item that will have different attachments that you can actually use, whether that be cutting or welding or salvaging. Hopefully mining, I can talk him into mining.
Yeah, like small scale mining.
Yes.
It's
very
focused
small
on my
scale.
beard. Nice.
All right. At least put the undersuit on. There we go. You sure we got the thing? It says undersuit empty.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah. Okay, then.
One of our friends got
Yeah,
contacted.
you only did buy the helmet, by the way, just like
I'll
that.
tell you.
Did it not let you be able to buy the RSI suit?
No, I don't think he gave him the right items.
Needs to refresh.
Uh-oh. We didn't get the suit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Write that up as a bug.
Yes.
Man, there are a lot of bugs, guys.
It's only been 9 years or something. Come
Just
on.
put a little armor on top of the RSI.
Well, I think at some point they scrapped everything.
They did, yeah.
And so it's been
We'll do the helmet
still
when we
been a
fly.
bunch of years. But
Yeah, you don't need that on Hurston.
the end
Even though
result,
the air quality is bad, it is
what we're
breathable.
looking for here, and that shit looked
Right.
cool. I like that you could see, you know, what do you call it, Assassin's Creed style, since I've been playing that.
I'm getting Deus Ex vibes.
So we're gonna
Yes,
make our
Deus
way
Ex, Blade Runner, a little Mass
to
Effect,
the train station.
a little even Prey 2 that
So
never
this
came
is
out.
the workers' district, and that's how the workers get taken to the strip mine.
You see the trains going by or not? There you go, look,
Yep.
so you see, so there's actually functioning, I don't know if you saw that, but there's
It's
functioning
not 100
trains
mil chat, it's
in
200. Okay.
Louisville. We're actually going to get on one of the trains. We just saw one go past. We can go to the metro station now. There you go, see. And,
They do
yeah,
have-
there's actually a
Whoever's
functioning
working on the
transit system that
music
we're gonna head
is
to.
great. Whoever is their
which
art
is very
directors and
cool. And
modelers
even
for
when
all
you're
these
flying outside, you can
individual
see
signs and
trains on their
trains
tracks
and
going
schedule.
between the
great.
stations.
People keep jumping across the screen though. That's
And there's a lot of FPS lag, like
Yeah.
a stutter.
for sure. But this is all done for immersion.
We have the admin office that we just passed.
Because you're
That's
probably
the
not going to
residencies,
be
and
just
then we've got
walking
the
around
security
like
building right
this
here.
for no reason. There's really not, you know,
What is that guy holding?
He's not holding anything.
dynamic
He's
events.
got
or
no
anything.
gun. Oh, he teleported.
He's got a gun. Be careful.
I
We
don't
watch,
know.
We stare at, we like hang out too long. We
Do
talk
they
too
use
long.
a custom
Game, there's still
logic
some things that
engine
look out
or
and
what do you
stuff.
call it? Game
Let's
engine?
go
Because
to,
I've never seen these
the
kinds
Metro
of
Center,
bugs.
to get to the
They
spaceport.
so they took what was it? Crisis, and they
know it was-
modified.
yeah.
Yeah, they modified the crap out of Crisis, and then
That
they
wasn't
called it their
gonna
own
work.
engine called Star Engine.
Right.
And then Crisis sued them, and then I think
Right.
they went to Amazon Lumberyard. They
Yeah.
like ditched the entire Crisis thing.
Right, right.
Because part of their agreement was, hey, you have to
So
show
here we
Crisis
can either
off and
go
like,
to
market
the
our
perimeter
name,
line,
which is why they got
the
it so cheap.
outskirts,
And
or
then
we
they
can
were just
take
like,
the spaceport
nah.
line,
So
which is gonna
Crisis
take
was
us
like,
into
well, we're going to
TCS,
sue you. Because
spaceport.
you violated
That's where we need to go
contract.
to get our ship.
Yep.
Metro Center. Transfers to the perimeter.
And so now they're on
There's 6 different
Lumberyard.
gates.
And I don't know
that
of any
the
other
player can
games
enter
using
into the
Amazon
city,
Lumberyard.
Neither do
so
I.
plus the spaceport.
So I think that's why we're
So
seeing
it
some of
gives
this,
you just kind of the
you know, buggy stuff.
idea of
And they're the
scale
ones
of
that
the
are
city.
having to work through all of Amazon's
And all these
bullshit,
trains run on a
Lumberyard's
schedule,
bullshit.
So actually, if we take a look, we can see.
So that's why people
above,
use the more
train
well-known
arriving
engines,
in
because
103
there are
seconds. What about the other
fixes,
tracks? What's the
people
other
know
track?
how to get around
Train
things, there's a
arriving,
community around it.
in.
When you're using a new
Oh.
engine like Amazon Lumberyard, you're
Train's
going to run
departing.
into things that
Train's
nobody's
departing
run
in 22
into,
seconds.
and you
So it
have
just
to
came
find a way to
So we
fix
missed
it.
it coming in.
Spending your own money.
But yeah, basically the trains come and go.
Lumberyard is a cry
So
engine
actually walk
mod?
out and go and
Okay.
take the other train. Glenn, do you want to do that?
What happened to that lawsuit
Watch it
anyway?
go.
One thing that you will notice
Did they
is
resume?
I did not
transitions
follow
Did
that.
they
between,
settle?
Five,
I'm
four,
curious. now.
teleports or between
Get in
elevators
there.
as well as.
Well, I don't know if Lumberyard is CryEngine. I think it's based
It
off
might
of
be
CryEngine.
derivative of it, yeah.
Off it goes.
It's now
Let's go to the
fixed,
other
so you won't
train.
fall out.
So, okay, we got 53
From what I
seconds.
understand, lawsuits do not wrap up quick, so
We're
I
still-
guarantee
this
you
is- we're
it's
gonna
probably
distribute
still
the citizens.
pending.
It's still
So if you
going.
miss the train, you have to wait for the next one.
Just like at
I
the
saw somebody that
airport.
was very
Great.
excited about that on Reddit. So
Yeah,
this one's for you.
yeah. Well, I just wanted to share. I love the fact that there's a
The Metro
running,
Center.
transit system, and you have to catch it right, and
Yeah, I think that's cool
And
too.
actually,
I
the
gotta
team
admit, the
worked very, very hard
immersion
on
is
putting
great
this
here.
together and
Yes.
actually
What I'm trying to
building
figure
the
out
tracks, building,
is this single player or
everything that
multiplayer?
goes
Multi.
into it.
This is multi.
Yes.
So you could be waiting for the train with
the
me.
other thing-
Yes,
Yeah,
because
I didn't
he
know.
just
You're talking.
Yeah, it's still ongoing.
he still FaceTimed his friend. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you want to go do a mission
Right.
with me?" He's like, "Yeah, I might be up there."
in Star
So
Citizen,
the lawsuit was
the trains do run on time.
they were supposed to use CryEngine. They took parts
this
of
one started-
CryEngine,
we made
claimed it as
Cry.
their own, and then
We
added
may
it
do
to
some other stuff,
Lumberyard,
but our
and
trains
Crisis
definitely
is
run on
Crytek
time.
is suing them over it.
So the AI in the future will be able to transition between the spaceport and L19. Right now they don't. So
I mean, you're right too about like all
you'd
this
have,
visual
you have
stuff.
a train,
90%
people getting
of
on,
planes
getting
are
off,
just gonna run right
sitting
past
down in
it.
the seats,
Yeah, but
just
it's
like you get a normal commute.
But it's good for immersion for those who want to immerse themselves, because that's what RPGs do. You immerse yourself in
You're
it.
not seeing that many of the
And
actions
I never
today.
expected
But this
this
is all
to be an
physically
RPG,
real. We are
but it
traveling
is.
in
This is an RPG.
Lawville, and you can see out.
Yeah, that's
You
good,
look back,
good
you see the
stuff.
tracks, right?
Yeah. It's
And
not
that's
like
the,
a cutscene where it
the,
cuts out
Immersed
to something
Dynamics,
else. It's real.
building, which is 4 kilometers high.
Hey, it's
The
real!
level itself is about 24
What's on the other side?
kilometers
Of what?
in sort of diameter, the main area of it,
Oh.
which is about equivalent
I'm
to
not
Austin.
sure there's a
actually.
window
So,
there, is there?
Lawville's about Austin size in real world scale.
Turn
So,
around.
Probably just the
Yeah.
planet, Joe. That's why it's
I
not
think
interesting.
Damn it!
Not many games sort
I
of.
just wanna
Is that
see.
that pyramid design? That's so fucking
So here
cool.
we are
That's
coming
that's
into
definitely
TCS
Blade
Spaceport.
Runner-esque.
Yeah.
And
But it's like an
longer term on the
industrial
transit
world.
System, we're going to have line switching, a lot more options that will be much more like a real, kind of metro system or train. 'Cause right now,
It's
they sort of
just
run
point A
point
to
to
point
point B. But
He's
we're gonna
traveled
have
in this train a
like
few
have
times, Joe.
actual
That's why he's
multiple
only showing
stops,
the
so you're going
best.
off multiple hab stops.
Oh yeah, they probably
It's,
rehearsed this
anyways,
like crazy.
fun. So there you are.
I doubt it with
Whatever
how
the-
many times
whatever
they
the train
fucked
simulator
up.
Should have
out
seen
there.
You
the
should have seen it
beginning.
earlier. No, it was hilarious. It was very cringeworthy. The game crashed on them because he was drinking coffee.
That's good.
Right.
Not even getting out into the world. It crashed, and it took forever to
This
load.
is strong coffee.
We're going to head to the spaceport. which
And
would be
they
the
can't keep
place.
using this excuse of alpha, pre-alpha. It's getting to the point where I'm a little worried.
information ready for inspection.
I don't know. Like
All right.
to me, when we
longer
talked about
term
it
with
last
the
time,
law
it's
and
just
order
the sheer
system that
amount
we're
of
gonna be
money
working
they
with.
have and how long
Going
it's taken
between
is
places,
At a certain
depending
point, you
what
gotta be like,
carry, there'll be checkpoints, so you won't be able to necessarily say carry weapons or contraband.
Yeah, like at
and
what
that's
point
kinda
are they
what
going to
these custom
start
points are.
losing
They're not
these
fully
people
operating
and the momentum?
yet, but that's a longer term
And the
goal.
longer they
Won't
wait,
be
the
in
more they're
3.3,
just
but as the
polarizing their fan
order
base
system comes
because
in,
they keep
that's all
selling more
gonna
and more, and the people that
be
aren't paying,
part
are
of
like,
it.
why would I even
Yeah,
try?
Here we are.
Just for the smugglers, that makes it a little bit
When
more
you have
interesting.
Yeah, you got to find
these
the
kinds of
backdoor
bugs, you
entrance,
start
how
to
come, how
wonder,
hide it.
is this
And
a
smuggling is a
directed
specific kind of
experience? And
gameplay
none of
that
this
we
is
are going
actually
to
real. They put these
add to
elements
what's
together for
happening here.
this
So,
demo
here we're
only.
in the
You
main
know what I'm saying?
concourse,
Oh, the guy's head fell off.
and you can sort of look out.
Oh my god.
That guy
Yeah,
just
ignore the
teleported.
glitching
That-
AI.
their
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
just
no, there's been
disappeared.
constant teleporting, but heads falling off.
They
I
went
missed.
down.
Ships
Damn
on
it.
part of that. That's actually, we'll go there later. Saw that.
Is that the Kraken?
That's the Kraken.
Yeah.
You can see the sides of the
Explosion!
So
Kraken.
they did this
Explosion!
commercial
It's
for
got
a
a
new ship
cutlass
called the
on it
Kraken.
and
They
a,
didn't tell us how much it
buccaneer,
is,
if you
but
take
it's
a look
a
at what you
carrier, and I want
LEDs
one
are
from the
probably- there
for
you
the
go.
Angry Army.
So,
I'll
not
hope
a
you're
small
prepared to
ship.
spend like 500 bucks.
$500 for that ship? I thought it's $500 for the ship sitting on top of it.
Oh,
Isn't that the ship
God.
I have? The ship that's sitting on top of it?
How
No,
much would
that's
something
not-
like that be realistically?
I don't fucking know, but it shouldn't be
disable
anything.
ships coming and
It
going?
shouldn't be any
Yeah,
real money.
I-
It should be earn it in the game.
Well, you can earn it in the game,
Okay.
but it's going to
Normally
take you
there'd
so
probably be a
long.
ship dealer.
compared to
Probably.
somebody who
Ship
spends
dealer on
money.
this spaceport.
And it's like starting
we'll
a
go and see
marathon
later
where
on.
Yeah.
like 80% of the
There'll be
players
different
are near the
lounges,
finish
so,
line already,
like,
and you're
maybe
just
one for
like,
the Chairman's
why the
Club,
fuck am I running
one for
this?
sort of
It's
UE,
$2,000.
USO
Oh,
style
okay.
one,
Is it actually
and then we're gonna have
2,000? How
various
much is
No,
it?
they're
No.
just
Because
guessing.
remember, they may have their
Don't-
own
don't-
sort of
don't re-
lounge
rely on
in,
chat for accurate
the various
information right
spaceports. We're going to go and just retrieve our ship
So-
to go on the mission.
What we need to do is we need
The
to ask
rework.
them to give us one, so that people can
Yeah, we'll
see
take
how
the
it
Mustang
plays,
and
you know, and then they might purchase it.
Yeah.
See, but us, the Angry Army.
It's a slippery
And
slope,
Joe,
you know.
don't forget.
Where's your Angry
So over
Army
in that
shirt,
direction,
Joe?
We're going to go back
Yeah,
and visit
Joe.
later
Oh,
on.
put
It's
your
actually
damn
where
shirt
the
on.
Yeah,
ship dealer
Joe.
Which is a big deal because
Y'all didn't tell me,
3
man.
Wenhurst
I
and
had
Volvo
shit
are
to
in
do. You know
be
me.
able to
You should keep
buy
some shirts
ships.
here. Don't I have
Also,
some shirts for you?
Red,
No,
red
take 'em.
ships
Stop,
over here, so we'll have
Taking
ship
my
rating
stuff
too.
home.
stop taking your stuff
We're
home.
not going to be able to buy every single ship because we're going to have different ship
Rentals?
dealers or places.
That you're
will
just
specialize.
renting shirts
Oh,
from
Here's
me.
no.
the origin dealer or whatever. And there'll also be used ship dealers. Like
Yes.
we're going to have one on Levski called Teachers,
Yep.
which will be fun. But we'll go visit this later. Let's go.
Is
to,
that ship
Oh,
rentals?
and down here, sorry, Glenn. Yeah, Glenn's reminding me. Long term, you're also going to be able to take like transit, just the same like we have the transit system in the train. Commercial transport to different locations on the planet or off-world. So that would be where that would be down on the spaceport, and we would build that. So as an NPC,
I hope there's
you
plenty
could
of
fly your
fast
own
travel.
ship, or
You know,
could
he's
take
just
a
talking
ship
about
to get there,
transits
basically,
to
Starlight.
off-world.
So
Is
let's
that
go
is that a
down,
fast travel
to the
system?
hangar.
Because
And in
linking all these
Tree,
planets
Volvo,
together with a
Hudson,
simple
we've got
fast
2
travel
hangar
instead of
types,
flying back
that
and
we
forth is
built,
something
which
that
is
would be
large
greatly
hangar and the
appreciated
extra
for
large 'cause
player
they will
convenience.
hold every ship.
Like
Now,
MMO
obviously,
fast
we're going to be in a
travel.
large
Right,
hangar, even though
because
we're in
every
Mustang.
game that's tried
Too
to
big
force
of
you to do it the
a,
manual way, it's
It's
just
really
so-
hangar
it's
for a Mustang,
laborious.
but we're-
It's cool the first few
you'll get a
times,
sense
but
of
then you're
scale.
like, no, I don't
And,
want to do this no more.
Either for 3-4 or just after 3-4, the small hangar will come in line. There are small hangar
Well, it's
places in the spaceport. It's just we haven't finished the interior of the
And
small hangar out.
this is built out of our common elements. So the idea is that these, this is how
Okay,
we
he's
scale.
working.
You
That's
know,
He's
we-
like,
we-
oh
we
shit,
build
someone's
these
gonna
big
catch me
elements and
slacking.
we can bring it down and build smaller elements out of that.
Seems like a waste of space,
So
hangar-wise.
here's the large hangar, which
It's like
will
a
fit
tiny
lots
ship.
of ships.
Yeah.
Not just
No,
the
well, you
Mustang.
have to imagine, Del, this is multiplayer.
And
Don't
again,
forget
longer
that.
term,
So
on
there's
the-
going to
we
be
still have some
multiple
AI going
ships
around,
in
but,
here.
you
And
know,
I was
people will
thinking
be
the
moving
opposite. This is
fast.
fucking small.
When
How is
you
everybody's
land,
ship
they'll
going to
bring
fit in
stuff
here?
over.
Well, look,
Yeah.
How
there's
many
only
players
one,
are
there's-
in the
there's-
instance?
It looks
To
like
have
there's
the
only one
AI,
spot for a ship. It's right in the
place,
center of
give
the
it a
room.
sense of
Right.
life, give it a sense of operation. So,
Put
you
on
know, they're
Jump
coming out to
in!
refuel your ship, coming out to fix it up, all the rest of the stuff.
They probably will, Joe. I think it's
Right,
time
let's
to
get
go
our
off planet
helmet
now.
on and go for a fly.
It's like, all right, thank you guys for joining us. It's like, what? No.
No, that's one thing that these guys do right. They do a lot of transitions between the ground stuff and the flying stuff. A A lot of people have complained about that interface where then you have to like go into a clicky interface and move the mouse around and hit something. It doesn't bother me. I'm fine with it. But it certainly would be easier to just hit A, you know, like all other games. Walk up, A and X to enter.
Welcome. Your journey begins now.
I'd like it
All
more if it
systems
was that way.
operational.
But I think certain things that they have to do, like this interactive console, they need to do it like that.
We just got him in. He's a little blown out.
Yeah, and we can't hear him either. But he's like, okay, you got permission to land.
Permission to take off.
Let's say take
Cool.
off, sorry, yeah, not land.
Air traffic controller guy. That's not in the game yet, apparently, but
So
that
Glenn,
adds to the immersion.
for it.
So much immersion here.
Good.
Just
I'll-
definitely Blade Runner inspired music.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah,
that's
the
what
hangar
I was
doors are
thinking right
opening.
now.
And again, the hangar's all
love
here.
it.
It's all physically
Absolutely
correct, so
love the
the hangar
music
is
so
the
far on
location.
here.
You see it outside. When you're playing it, you'll see other players coming and going, landing in the hangars.
If the game is
Uh,
garbage,
so
I'll
it's,
just sit in my fucking ship and listen,
listen
to
to
the
the
music.
Don't bother me
We're
right
also
now, guys.
introducing a restricted zone.
So you
And
can see
you
the
see
sort
the
of red
graphic.
area, which is like you're not, until you're after a certain height, you can't fly
Air
out.
traffic controls in
Here
the
we are,
game.
that's
It
the
just
Kraken
doesn't
that we
work
were
that
looking
well.
out on.
Okay.
Over there, right there is
L1
Yeah,
where
they
you
said that.
spawned. So this gives you a good sense of scale.
And I don't know if we can see, but you,
I don't know
you
what
should
those
see
things
trains
are.
on the tracks, depending. I think there's tracks.
I think there's still, when you're flying
Depending on
around, you
timing.
know where the
Timing, yeah.
landing ports are and stuff.
That's intelligent actually, because you know what game needs to take that Ubisoft game,
And obviously,
Beyond Good and
you
Evil
can see
2.
Orville's made quite a
Remember,
lot of
because when they're
progress
flying
last
around,
year
it's
when
like
we
nothing
showed
but
it,
city. You're like, what
in
the
the
fuck? Where the
artwork
fuck do I go?
CitizenCon.
Waypoint
We
works
spent a
just
fair
as
amount of
well.
time building it out,
Yeah,
and also
but
building
this
it in a
is
way that
visually more
will
impressive.
be performant for a city of this sort of scale.
I think Ian increased the size of the building quite a lot too.
And
Thanks,
you get a
Ian.
sense of just how big the main Hurston building is. And in the goal is in 3-4, or just after it, this opens up as a whole separate area that you take a train to go visit in.
When is 3.4 coming out then? Is that he said this is available in 3.4? When they do the train system? I want to know when 3.4 is coming out. You're getting me slightly excited. I mean, that's what you're supposed to be doing. So, this is good. Can we just skip ahead to 5.0, 5.1?
It's got a long time to go.
Yeah.
December 34th or 31st is 3.4. We'll see.
This reminded me a lot of Beyond Good and Evil 2, that demo that you and me saw that we told everybody else to go and watch. You can just fuck around, fly around here for a little bit, even though this does not. I wonder if you can fire your weapons in this area or if your weapons are disabled. Because people are going to want to shoot the buildings and shit. I mean, I would.
This guy too.
So I think,
I think they have to disable your weapons.
In first person, you do. So Hurston's actually built out of 6 biomes. We've got desert, savanna, acidic, strip mines, trash, and polluted coast. So here you'll see the polluted coast.
So how many
Glenn, go
planets
down
like this,
towards
chat,
the-
can you already visit?
the
Or is
ocean.
this the only one they've really flushed out? Because they were offering hundreds of planets at
Yeah, and
launch.
Hurston is,
So-
I believe, about 2,000 kilometers in diameter. So it's about Earth size.
I'm just trying to
based
get
on
a
our
grasp
ratio.
for
So we're
how
doing
long they're going to be doing
1/6
this.
for the main planets.
Well,
and that's mostly just for,
there could be multiple teams
traversal
working on
reasons,
different
'cause it already-
planets
you'll see it already takes quite a
simultaneously, so
while
I'm
to
hoping
fly.
for that.
Not even that
And they,
far of a
they can't
distance.
show us every single planet they're working on.
The old flight
This
model,
is a smart
we had
move
some
to
of it,
just
but the new
show
flight
this
model
one
even
for
more
right now.
enforces it. So when you're down in atmosphere, the thicker it is.
At least that's the
harder it is
assumption.
for you to go
We could be
fast, but
totally
you
wrong
can
and they're doing one planet at a time and
So,
we
yeah,
our
we figured
grandchildren will
1/6
appreciate
size
the
is
game.
way bigger than anyone else is doing on planets.
There's only
like
4
1-1,
moons
but
in the
it's
game
a
right
nice
now. Do
balance
they all have
between
cities like
having the
this, or
size
like
and the scale
3 of them empty and there's like
allowing
one
you
with
to
the city?
traverse it
Like
in,
what's the
you know,
layout right
reasonable
now?
times. So I think that's sort of acid, the acidic area, and then there's sort of polluted coast here. And
I think
we're
you could
heading,
drive around and all this with those little vehicles they were offering for $50 a piece.
place in Baton for the mission.
Fuck
And
that.
this
I
particular
know.
mission,
It's
I
just
believe,
this boring
like-
ass area.
It's,
that you
it's
drive
so
around.
hard
$10
because
an hour.
if you look at the
Around,
game from like,
Hurston.
if you just block out everything being sold,
and also
the
have
game
multiple
already being
branches
sold
to it.
before it's out.
Yeah, and can be
Like,
multi-part.
it's amazing.
It's cool. It looks
multi-part.
cool.
Like, if this is a game that they're showing off to us now,
Yeah.
it is 10 out of 10 cool.
But then, like, you factor in everything else, and everything cool
We'll
they show
give
me,
a
I get
final
crushed by,
impressions
like,
at the end.
oh man,
I'm
it's gonna
expecting all
cost
you
so
guys
much money.
once
I'm
you
like,
get hold of Hurston, yeah,
I've never had a
lots of
game I'm
pretty
disheartened to
screenshots
play
of,
before it comes out
cool
already. Like, I
community
just,
video of
yeah, it's cool, but at the same
better
time,
than
You
I'm
we
mean
like,
had
that your
to do.
soul is
So-
crushed
because I
already
don't
before
want to
you
play
touch
it with
it?
everyone that
It's actually one
spent
of the
money. Like,
nicest
if there was
things
a
about
mode
new
where I
releases,
could play by
seeing all the
myself without
content
anyone
you
else who
guys,
spent money, or
generate.
people like a server for only people who didn't spend money. Fuck yeah, I'd play
Yeah,
on that.
yeah.
But I
They
don't.
should totally do that.
I
They
don't
should
want to play with people
create
that spend
separate
money if I
servers.
don't spend money. Like,
So it's sort of
it's
hitting
just such
But
a
then that would
Savannah
slap
style
everybody in the
territory.
face who
There's a couple
did
of
spend money.
Biomes in Hurston that aren't in this one, but
and
there's,
yeah,
will
everything can be earned in the
a
game, but when you're
planetary
skipping
bombardment
1 or
kind of
2 or
biome, so
3
like
years of
uses-
grinding by
They make
spending
weapons
money,
and they
come
use
on,
the
like,
planet for testing.
Yeah,
So
there's
that would
already
be
people
sort of
way
this
ahead of you, and you haven't
crated
even played
area
yet.
they're
like
testing
a
their orbital
stupid
devices,
far
and then
amount
there's
ahead
gonna
of you.
be
Like,
the
it's
executive
insane.
gardens, which will be really sort of plush, for the 1% of Hurston that they've got their, walled gardens, and it's not polluted, and it's,
No, they won't
set
lose their ships
separately
and
from
stuff because there's
from
lifetime
Hoi Polloi.
insurance. That's
I
like a
was
whole
hearing
different
stuff
one.
that there might be private servers. Some people in chat are even saying that
Right, so
they're
let's,
planning on offering
head
private
towards our
servers.
destination.
Well, I hope that's offered day one, because the Angry Army will have some private servers for us, for y'all, and if it works as advertised, I'll buy it.
Even if you spend
for
money, you
y'all.
need other people. They were talking about having NPCs to
What
run your
distance
ships
we
for you,
scan
so
at?
you won't need to hire actual
Closer.
players. You'll be able to hire crew. It'd be unreasonable to have a carrier and have to hire like 200
Glenn
players that
showboating.
let you hire
Crash.
NPCs.
So, from my impressions, from
And
what
we
I'm
have in
getting,
the,
is you have a
new flight model, which I
massive
believe is
planet
gonna
and only
be
one city, and there's
talked
no
right after
reason to
this
do what they're
actually.
doing,
Maybe
except once or twice.
No,
Maybe
the,
is it the one
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna be
after
very
this or one
Yeah.
section
boring.
I
Hopefully, you
think
got
once
some
that-
nice
so
music
the
in
new
your
one
spaceship.
has a lot more accurate on the
It's
atmospheric
crazy, even
modeling.
No Man's Sky has way more to
Modeling
do
drag,
than
lift
what is right
correctly.
here. Because you
So
go
the
and you
different size
mine
atmosphere. It
all
won't be in
these.
3.3.
The problem right now,
Or maybe
too-
they mine on the planet's surface.
but
That's
it's,
a reason to give
gonna-
to go
It's
do
going to change a
this.
lot of things.
Is I
Probably
hope
takes
that,
getting
like you
used
said,
to.
they do
There's
have
definitely a
fast
different
travel
feeling
around the
performance
city.
down
Like,
on
if I
planets
can't
than there is up
teleport
in space.
place
I want to go
place,
from one city on one
and
planet to
also
another
depends
city
on
on
the
another
ship.
Or
planet
even
with
ship
fast
has
travel.
even
more
like
atmospheric
you know,
flight,
going
like
from the
gladiators or
area where you
something,
bought stuff in the
flies a lot
store,
better
having to
and
take the
turn
train
much
all the way to the
tighter
hangar.
in
If
atmosphere
you have to
than,
do
say,
that every
an
time,
Aurora,
you're gonna
which
get
is
so
basically a
pissed
flying
off
brick.
having to do that
So
like
it's pretty-
every
yeah.
single time.
It's very cool, and if you feel it.
Jack, can you
I don't
hear
know in
us
our
while
lab
we
room if
talk
we're
at the
actually
same
showing
time they
atmospheric-
talk?
We're letting people play with the
Because we
atmospheric
could
flight
save
there,
a
but
lot of this
It
for the
definitely feels
rest.
different than when you're in space, which is something I think a lot of people wanted to see, and we now have with the new one. Okay.
So the goal for scanning, obviously, is to give you a general
100%.
area that you need to go. And
Okay, they're showing
scan
us what we're
need to
doing
see.
now.
And then from there,
You
it's about
can
hunting
mine.
and finding what you need to actually do. So we found it.
So there is a
That's where to
reason
go.
to go out on the planet. We were speculating on that.
Well, we went to the.
But it's to the
general
left.
mission
Why aren't they
marker, and we
moving to
scanned
the
it.
left?
But you saw it.
You saw it, he said. Let's go.
And the scanning,
Stop
gateway
trying to
is
be
an ongoing
cinematic.
thing. We have quite a lot of more stuff to come in terms of scanning
Whoa.
locations.
So beautiful.
Ships.
We get
There's
it,
already
go.
some of it for mining, and there's already a bit of it for the ships, but in terms of what ships have, what they cargo, whether you can have things to block the scans, figuring out what resource amounts are in distant areas.
And that's what we would consider kind of short range, mid range scanning. Long
Well,
range
what's
scanning
that
would
there?
be
Got a
different,
crash site? Let's land.
aspect. And that is more about exploration.
Nice.
Okay, so here's the down satellite that we're just sort of going over the top.
Down south, that's the mission we
We
picked
should
up.
find
Got a lot of pop in, but you know, I actually, if a game comes out like this with all this pop in, I actually don't mind if it does all these other things, you know, well, without all the glitches that we've seen. I don't mind the pop in, because to me that's so impressive that they've created these worlds here, you know, and that has to be dynamically generated, because you can't have all these assets loaded while you're back at the city. I don't bother me. A little funky physics here, but I don't mind to make it easy to land. Because if this was real physics,
Yeah,
fuck
it's
it,
like,
buddy.
wait a minute,
You'd
that's
be-
not how
you'd
you
be
fly a
fucked.
ship.
All right, sweet.
All right.
And then can
we
you
are
get
down
out?
on the ground. Let's go
Oh,
check
that's
this
nice.
Off.
Yeah, chat. Or the fans are going crazy there. Can we land the fucking Kraken here?
You clear out the whole force.
Or certain missions will take certain ship classes, because how the fuck do you design an area?
Weapons, just in
I mean, you have to
case.
keep that in mind. Like, okay, if somebody's going to use a Kraken ship,
And
where are they going to land?
pistol,
So that has to be taken
ammo.
into
Well, they
account.
just use one of their
And
fighters.
every single, that's true.
They just get on one of their fighters and they have AI control their ship while
Right.
they're away. Like, because they already said you can hire AI to run your ship. Like,
That's it.
so you're gonna have people on your guns and everything that aren't players. Players can substitute, but they said you can hire crew. So
I don't understand how they're going to implement that. And then you can send that
So this
crew
is
out
Savannah.
on this satellite mission.
no,
Very
no,
different
you
biome
would go
from
out
what
and
you
do the
guys saw
mission,
before,
but your big ship
what
would
you've
be
seen in our
controlled by
game.
AI. Like it would just sit there, the guns would work, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, and this is early days on this. We've still got a lot more stuff to do on our planet tech.
And I mean, like,
obviously,
I
longer term,
appreciate
we're
them
gonna have
showcasing the planets
animal,
and stuff,
like,
but
Why is
it's
his head
space
leaning?
creatures.
Yep.
So there'll
That's
be natural
fucked.
wildlife depending on the place. There's going to be weather systems.
That's another Amazon
dynamic
lumberyard
weather,
thing.
You know, rain,
Because
snow, all the
Something
rest
so
of it.
basic, not really
and,
working.
I'm actually looking forward to when we can have a real dense sort of jungle planet. I mean, Hurston's sort of been polluted, so the most you get is either this sort of kind of sparse savanna, or you're going to get the executive gardens. But the tech that the Frankfurt guys and Marco Cabeda has been heading it up is pretty awesome, because this thing covers the whole planet, and when you get down, you're right in the middle of it, and it's really, really cool. And we're constantly working to improve it, so it's already a level above what we showed a year ago, and it's, you know, it's great. It's gonna
Question for
be
me
better as we
watching
carry
this
on.
right now. Is this one of the crappier side missions, you know what I mean? The more mundane side missions? Or is this their version of an impressive
and here
mission?
we go.
That's
A
what I was
down
gonna say. My
satellite.
final
In the
impressions. I want to see
current
what kind of
game,
missions there are,
the
because if
fire
it's like a whole bunch of
doesn't
this,
damage you, but
you're gonna
longer
get
term,
tired.
the fire
No,
will
this-
damage
this
the
I am
player
interested
status
in.
system.
Well, like,
We're
And
just
I'm
this
hoping
over
that
and
this is
over.
the level of the lowest
Over a
side
certain amount,
mission,
you start to
rather
get-
than this
start to
being the
get
level of
damage.
the highest.
And also, if you're in a tight
side
area,
mission.
we will actually have the fire entity itself be sucking oxygen out of the air. So, like, if there was a fire aboard one of your ships, if you don't put it out, it's pulling the oxygen
But I get the
out of
feeling
the
this
air.
is a high level
We've got
one
players
since they're
with
showing
status
it to
systems.
us.
It's all-
Why
the
would you
systemic
start your
stuff that
demo
we
with
want
one
to
of the
get into
mundane
the game, so
ones
it's one big
and
sandbox
show
to
one of the
just
mundane ones, right?
live and exist in,
Doesn't
and the
make
things that
sense.
you think would happen
But
as
for
you
a
live in real
mundane
life,
one, like,
as
oh,
do.
go find a
And it's
down
not just
satellite.
fire,
This
it
is
could be
great.
Acid or radiation.
just don't do it 10 times.
Or other different
Oh,
hazard
yeah,
types
yeah.
that we can actually think of and use.
All right, let's go.
And so far, we haven't needed to drink water. You know, so I'm wondering, those survival elements don't seem to be in the way too much.
Stop.
Not yet, because you can see on the bottom his tank and his suit.
Well, oxygen makes sense, but
So we're sort of using,
I don't see
mean,
the thing
we've-
for the
we've had mantling
survival
a bit,
stuff.
There's a bit more
Or is that only in the
mantling
city
that's going
shit?
on. Again, all our player sort of locomotion, movement stuff, you know,
Worked
stage
out.
one, we're working on it, but yeah, you'll be able to, you know, mantle, vault, slide, basically do a lot of these sort of parkour style actions and have full locomotion and interactivity with the environment. Again, because we want it to be sort of a
Fire
tactile,
the gun!
exploratory, game.
I know, OJ. Like, I
feel
want to
to
see
it.
combat. I want to see space wars. Like, blow me away. Don't just show me a
just-
planet.
just
I
shoot
need to
the
see
ground.
But see, guys, you don't understand. People in chat don't understand. Because fetch quests are never good. Like, you don't know game design. Like, you don't know how
Yeah,
a game
let's try to
works,
make this
apparently.
jump.
You've never played a
It's
video
like
game in
old
your
school
life.
platform game.
You
here.
need these
Right,
types
you're
of
gonna do it,
quests
guys.
in between
Right,
the
we're gonna
guns
get
and
right
the
up.
shooting and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I get
So
that.
what I'm hoping is they're showing us that kind of stuff right now.
Oh, Lad!
That this is one of the more mundane fetch quests, and if this is a fetch quest and
Right.
it's at this level, I'm excited because this is
Okay,
cool.
back up again.
I mean,
Now, is this, you know, this is,
Like
I
I
don't want
said,
to be
it's like
doing
an
this
old
10
school
times in a
platform
row,
game.
like you said.
like, everybody doesn't seem to understand that 9 out of 10 players are going to ignore all this visually, run in, grab the thing they're supposed to get, go back to their ship, and leave. Like, that's what they're going to do. They're not going to look at all this and climb on the fire.
They're going to do that.
They're going to run in,
right,
get their
you're
money,
right.
and leave. Like, that's
I'm
it.
looking at it from some immersion aspect and people that are RPGing it and people
I
that are
would look
taking
around
it in.
and look at stuff.
When you've got a person who's invested $1,000 and $5,000, that's what they're going to be doing. But y'all are right. Your average player is going to come in here and just fucking run through this. Unless you're forced to actually go through what they're doing to jump to the next side, then you have to do this in order to get into the satellite. So maybe that's the clever thing here that y'all are forgetting. Yeah, I think that's how you do it, because there's no other way to get up into this area with it. You idiot.
He broke his legs.
His legs are down.
Settle down.
Red.
You got to go into God mode and fix your legs. Or your legs are actually broken and you can't even finish the quest. You're just on this planet. Help!
You got a med pack.
Joe, help me! And then do you go into your thing and then, Joe, I'm on planet. When my legs are broken, I didn't bring any health pack.
You'll see my face, dumbass.
You're
I ain't going.
Your face like this.
He died.
What the
He
fuck?
died.
You better go back and finish that.
Oh, man, I hope he has to run back manually
How
to get
does
his ship.
he all the way from the beginning?
He has to go all the way back. Now
He
he's
has
got
to
run.
take the
He's gotta run
train.
it.
You
across the planet.
Idiot!
Develop a go-to, so we don't have to have you guys go through the whole thing.
Do it.
Yeah, we are going to teleport.
Oh, thank God. No, thank God.
Okay, we did say
But
it was
that's what
real
we're gonna have to
gameplay
do,
in mind.
though.
Go to relay. Wow, that was fucking easy.
It's clearly preset.
Suspicious.
Yeah, they knew
Very
that.
suspicious.
Before, you should probably med pen before you...
It's definitely
Take
a
next
demo, but what I'm saying suspicious is maybe this is this is all they have. This is what they're showing us.
Dude,
this is all they have.
if this is this dangerous and people are going to be dying, I'm going to
No,
camp
no.
this and steal their ships.
Didn't
Every
that
time they
play,
die, I'm
like,
just
make
like, this
that
is mine
jump
now.
every single-
You have to be
Yeah,
very
they
careful because
didn't
you're gonna have
see
to
you
do
miss that
all
jump.
that shit again.
And get another ship to go get your other ship
Twice.
that you left there. And if you die again,
I just
another
realized that. Wait a minute, we don't have the power that they have to go to
Yeah.
relay.
So what happens to your ship? Does it go?
So
I think it
that
just sits
this,
there.
I just realized something. This all looks great, but we're not actually holding it. So we don't get to see the controls. So
You got
if
it.
it's this difficult for the demoer to do, and people are going to complain, but no, you're off to the side, this side, that side, that side. There you go.
All right. So, hey,
So again,
Yeah,
you're
so you
looking
have
for a
to do that.
prototype blade.
Get over here.
I would still look around and see if there's anything else.
Cool. I like this. Get that bad boy right there.
And
All
this
right,
goes
that's
to the
what you
tactileness
wanted.
that we want. Is that the right one?
Inspect.
so it's
Nope.
TDC 470. No,
Nope.
we need a TDC prototype.
What?
XX.
You could, your average players goes there. There you go. No,
drop
that's
that.
it's not the right one. You didn't look at it right.
Exactly. Check this one out.
That's cool. I dig it.
I like that.
I dig it. You gotta pay attention. Giving a reason for their new inspect mechanic.
Same one. So the prototype one does not appear to be there.
But isn't that the
Third
last
time's
one?
a charm.
There you go.
So, someone's probably gotten here first and taken the prototype.
What?
Oh
So
my
What
god.
we need to do is figure out, and this is an example of a multi-part mission, right? So
Yes.
this mission could have ended here and you had the prototype as one of the things, or it could carry on and someone's taken it. In this
A
case, someone's
player?
taken it.
Yeah.
So we
No,
gotta figure
no,
out-
no, no,
Find
no.
out where the prototype is.
If this is part of this little story, then yeah. But if that does
Yeah.
not.
Can I swipe my card to
We-
skip
yeah, we don't have
this?
impaling
Swipe
just
my
yet.
card.
I only had the physics question. So if we go in here, and this is an example of you know, like another thing you could do or a puzzle is the satellite shut down.
What if you're just
but we
camping
maybe
this
get
place?
a
Hang
lot
on.
two out, and perhaps cut away those restraints there. Get rid of that. Cut those. Falls off. And there'll be things in the game that will let you read what you can use it for on. Reset it.
That's pretty
And
cool.
hopefully it will allow us to track where the prototype is. Okay. We restarted satellites internal
This
system.
has to be a part of the
And,
directed
there's a
experience. They're just
prototype.
playing it up. Oh,
go
somebody
find
got
it.
here before you. No, that's just the way it was always meant. But they did say sometimes you'll be able to just grab it. I don't know, man. How often does it then reset the cycle of this particular satellite mission where when you pull the card it's there already? And then that brings questions we're Dell's saying. People are just gonna fucking sit here and camp and wait for.
I can already tell you that if players can interact with these people that are running around being immersive, they're going to take advantage of them so hard and kill everyone all the time. Like I will. I know I will if I'm
So I
playing.
never play
Right.
with you.
Why would I ever do this? I'll just kill someone who does it for me and then
Take
take
your
it in.
$5,000 ship,
Yeah.
bitch.
Just wait for someone to land behind the bushes. Take your ship.
Oh, hang on.
What the fuck is going on?
They're attacking ship. They're attacking ship.
Someone's shooting a ship. Oh boy.
I think it's busted.
Shit, alright, well I guess we don't have our eye.
Okay, so that's what was happening.
This isn't looking good. There's a cutlass.
I just paid that puppy off.
There's someone else, and this would be an example of someone else getting the same mission to come and get there. They've sawn our ship, and
This is gonna
they
be so
decided to take it
fucking
out.
annoying.
It is.
Like,
Prototype.
I would love this if this was a
like
single player
20
directed
people.
experience.
And not just imagine now that you're going to be fighting people that spent thousands of dollars.
No!
I'm telling you, it's gonna suck.
And I'm gonna do this over and over, this fucking mission over and over until it's the right time of day where no fucking whales are
You're
around.
gonna have a bad
The fuck
time.
are you gonna, like? It's one of those things. It's like you can't do anything about it.
What is that?
Steal his ship.
Ah man, this is really bothering
Ian,
me.
can you cut to camera 2?
I'm not sure how they're supposed to do combat.
Chris, can you go? Chris, go third person.
Okay,
So you call your buddies to help you out.
this is our friend that we just called. He's showing up. Let's show the tail side gunner as well, I guess. Cut to camera 3. There we go.
Whoa!
So this is the Anvil Valkyrie, and it
Shooting
is
his own
the
ship.
Stop
Camera
shooting
two.
your own ship.
first straight to flyable ship that we've done.
If you fly
So
that
it's
way,
a
you're never gonna
Anvil
be able to
dropship.
shoot it. Turn around.
And it's going to
Hey.
feature also in Squadron 42,
There
and
you go.
this will launch with 3.3.
Take out
Okay, let's-
5. Take out 4.
Yeah, let's get rid of the bad guys.
Take out the bad guys.
Yeah. Cut the back guys. What is happening on the
Can we see?
flashing areas at the top? of
Camera 1, Glenn, where are you? Let's see where you're going. Where are the bad guys?
Okay.
the bad guys didn't spawn.
Glenn is DC.
Yeah, we got him.
What
Fuck
the
was
fuck?
that?
That's a safety issue.
Was that a lion?
It's never gonna hit him.
It's a gazelle.
I think
I
it
saw
was a
something
human
right
character
beside-
model just fucking
These
flying.
is like the dumbest players that have ever existed in a game.
Done. We're still having some sync issues in the multiplayer. All right, I think we killed the
Fuck, man.
killed all the bad guys.
Wow.
Yes, we have. All right, let's
This thing
bring
is
it
gonna
down.
be a nightmare.
It is. Like, honestly, it looks cool, but
The
Not
tech
holding
is
my
not there
breath.
yet. It's they're using so much early tech. I don't understand why.
And again, like, they show off this cool ship, and I'm like, well, I guess I gotta pay $150.
No, yeah, and then everybody fucking claps, and then I clap. Fucking
And I'm just
idiots.
like, they're like, look at this cool ship. You can buy it for $200. $200? Let me just go put it on my $35,000 ship.
Okay.
What I'm interested in is
Alright,
how much time a ship like this takes to earn in game. If they would tell us those numbers, that would be nice.
Oh, of course they're not going to tell you.
Oh,
They're
no.
not gonna tell
They're
us.
already getting so much
Alright,
criticism.
thank
If
you
they were
very
like,
much.
it'll only
That's
take you
pretty
3
good
months to
talking.
get up to that point. Now, if I could get it in a week,
You guys
maybe
got the
half a
45
week of playing real hard, okay.
Yeah, you.
But if I have
would
to,
feel
if this
earned.
is like a mid-sized ship,
If this is some
and it
bullshit,
takes me months,
Nah,
fuck that.
Fuck this game. I'm not playing.
Yeah, no, I just won't because, okay, or swipe your credit card, take 10 seconds.
Right. How big is that paywall? How big is that incentive, the balance? We're playing
Alright,
Assassin's Creed
so
right
this is the
now,
Apple
and that is
Valkyrie.
relatively small. Is it
is,
going
like I
to be
said,
huge
Anvil's,
in this game?
dropship.
That's the
Both
main
sides
concern.
there's side guns you can deploy, remote turrets. It's a bit risky. We still have the desync on the ladder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We can take
rather-
a tour of the bottom.
Well, yeah. Let's just look around. The
And,
bottom
and if
side,
you want to
and
do that,
I think we're heading.
then
to
this
where
game
the
should be free.
prototype
Is this
plane
game free?
But,
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
here's
If
the bottom,
if
you
this
go up
game
there
was
to where
free,
the, flight area
maybe they
is. I
should
think
go
if
with
we
the
open
free to
up
play
here,
model. Since everybody thinks it's already pay to win, might as well just be like, fuck it, pay to win.
EVE Online, yeah, chat brings up a good thing. You can spend real money to buy like
Where the
in-game
crew can
currency
sit,
and stuff,
this
and
will
then buy a
carry,
ship
like,
or spend
20
months to
folks. I think
grind
this is
it.
probably to the turret in
Like
front,
there's,
right?
it already exists. I'm
Turret
wondering
front.
The
how
down
much that
turret.
translates
EVE Online,
into.
you grind
And
for
bomb
months.
turret.
Yeah, to get
And then
certain
it
Get
things.
it.
Quarters
Yeah.
upstairs.
Or you can just throw money at it, like a ton of money at it. You still have to wait for the. Well, no, you could buy skill point
And if we
injectors
go back,
now.
we've
so-
got. We're not. Rather than us make a mess of the specs.
I mean, some
Anvil
people will
will have
think
a little
that
video that they
spending months
kindly
to get a ship
provided
like
for
this
us
is fair.
to tell
I
us
mean, if they're
about,
if they're
the
used to it
Anvil,
with EVE
bumping.
Online,
So
it's not the
let's
game
let
type
Anvil,
we're used to.
help us out.
So I'm sure
mean,
there's
if
going to be a
everybody was on
clash
the same
of
playing field.
opinions.
That battles aren't won
Like,
or
again,
lost
I would be
based
okay
on
with
weapons
this.
or numbers or even hardware. They're won on choices. For over a century, our ships have distinguished themselves in thousands of civilian and military combat operations. We are
What-
proud to
what is
announce
happening?
another weapon in the arsenal of victory. Get ready for the next generation.
Oh,
it's
another
an
fucking advertisement to buy a ship.
This multi-role weapon platform.
It's the one they
is
just
designed
showed
to
off
get
with the
personnel
gun.
in
Yeah.
and out of the hottest combat zones.
Fuck is.
Featuring 4 powerful rotating thrusters with VTOL capabilities, the Valkyrie is capable of landing with surgical precision.
That
to
thing
deploy
got
assets.
heavy? Huh? This is terrible.
I hate this shit. And now and it sucks because there's actual talent in these trailers. You know,
Fitted with a vehicle
it makes sense because it's a
you
UK
can also
team. Hey, UK
efficiently
voice.
launch ground-based troop transports or reconnaissance vehicles in the field.
So well done, but it just
Each
feels so.
high-performance operator seat features rugged construction
feels
with
grimy.
padded support to minimize G-force for up to 20
Because
personnel.
they've been selling ships that are
Making sure that your
thousands of
fighting
dollars.
force
It feels so dirty.
arrives on
Like,
It
site
feels
ready
dirty.
to jump into
It
the
should
fray.
be an awesome thing, like, oh, let's fight.
Don't think
You know,
for a
You're
second
not even hyped for
that the
it.
Valkyrie can't hold its own in a fight. 2 remote turrets
Why
featuring
does
size
it
3
doesn't
hardpoints
connect with
can
me?
provide suppressing
I
fire
can't
during
feel
deployment.
any excitement for this
2
because I
additional
know that,
manned
oh yeah, I
turrets
could earn this,
provide
but there's
even
going to be
more
thousands of
devastating
people that just
fire
bought it.
to blur the
And so
line between
why
dropship
do I have to
and
go
gunship.
do work for months to get something they get basically?
In the days of
Like, fuck
antiquity,
that, dude.
the Valkyrie were
Like,
believed
I can't
to
be
choose
hyped
which
about any
warriors
of
may
this
die
because
in
it's like,
battle
oh,
and
everybody's
which
already
may
bought it.
live.
can we
With
steal it?
Anvil's Valkyrie,
Probably.
we put that choice in your
Because
hands.
if we can steal it, then all of our complaints are moot points. Because we're gonna go full fucking pirate in this game. The Angry Army is no
Taking
longer a
over
military organization.
everything.
I set up SUP as a military organization,
Yeah,
like a
let's,
police force.
how are we,
But if that's
how
the
are we
case,
doing in
we're
terms
going
of
full
getting-
pirate.
We're going
I'm
straight for
declaring
the
it
Kraken.
right now.
Straight for the Kraken.
Straight for the Kraken. You're gonna have fucking 50 pilots up your ass. Me and 50 of my guys are gonna take your fucking Kraken.
They were saying that you can steal
look
ships, but
outside
you
that
can't
one?
log out and keep them right now.
Well, you can see the remote
it puts
gunner from
all
the
of
player's
our
seat as well.
complaining to rest.
There we go.
Now
So
it's
yeah,
going
switch
to feel
to
like
joystick.
shit
Can you
for
turn to
everybody
the right,
else.
Daryl, there you go.
And go to the, I guess, to the left, to the front.
Yep.
So it's a full 180 degrees, I guess, and full down. So yeah, there's 2 remote gunner seats that command the side guns, remote guns, Gatling guns, and then there's a turret gunner on the top.
But
and
on
a
the
turret gunner
in
on the
retrospect
bottom,
too,
obviously
if you're able to
pilot,
steal
and
people's
then
ships they
whatever the
paid
crew
real money for, you're gonna have a complete divide. You're gonna have everyone trying to ruin the pay-to-win experience,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have the pay-to-win people screaming that I wasted my money. So
Right.
you lose no matter what. Your game will fail if
Right.
that is the case.
Which is
Like,
why people don't
wants
do
to shoot
this.
it?
You
This is
can't
why
do it,
games
yeah.
don't do this. Why do we need to teach them this? Why didn't they learn
And then
that on
and then
their
you
own?
also run into you're gonna have hackers. And hackers are going to be on free, like really cheap accounts, and
Well,
they're
you
going to be
want more than
stealing
one
these
shot?
really
Come
expensive
on.
ships.
Well, if there's real money involved and I'm piloting, or there's going to be hackers that hack the game
Yep.
to
Yeah,
where
for
they're
sure.
firing
That's
at you from God knows where, and
Yeah,
you
to
die,
reach
and they
out
take
there,
your
man.
fucking
I mean,
shit.
because you have to look at it this way: like hacking's already a multi-million
never know
dollar
when you
industry.
may
If
need
they
it,
can
you know
make
what I'm
real
saying?
money off of this game by hacking, then you're going to see a lot more of it than normal.
There's a side gunner thing. by the way?
At some point, I understood that there was insurance. Are they not offering
Yeah, there's
that
insurance, there's
anymore? But you
insurance.
have to pay for that?
You do unless you got lifetime, which is free if you.
Well,
bought
see, that's
ships with
bullshit. You have to
yeah.
pay individually for each of your ships'
Yeah.
insurance.
Keep on the-
That's
keep going.
bullshit, because that is a failing of game
That is
mechanic on your end.
Especially if you don't spend
On
money,
the
yeah.
on their end, their game is built where it's being exploited, and you're paying them money in order for you not to be exploited. That is not a good
Do
transaction.
they have liability?
We're almost
'Cause I
there,
don't
okay.
think I can
All right,
afford
so we're
full
heading to,
insurance.
Full coverage, Joe. You
I
can't
need,
afford
no,
full coverage.
I need liability.
Damn, Joe. I'm gonna get a third job then. you
God
idiot.
damn.
Don't fucking play Star Citizen unless you
Why
got
don't
3
you go?
jobs.
Why don't you go to more crashed satellites, noob?
There's some pretty hardcore AA here.
What is happening? Can I get a zoomed in view? Because
One
I
player
can't
one and
see
player
what
three
he's
have full
shooting.
fun.
Can y'all?
I just
It just looks like he's shooting the random
Yeah.
ground. If there's no zoomed in view, this is gonna be frustrating as fuck.
Okay.
Like I had no indication of am I hitting, where the enemies are. Why are people cheering? What is happening?
that was a good. I saw a good comment in chat. They're like, it's planet side, but every time your ship explodes, you have to swipe your credit card.
Oh, because it's a little ground vehicle with a weapon.
And this is I guess, the military.
Well, here I can see what the fuck is happening, so I'm gonna have to have Joe to go down and clear the area out
Shit.
while I fly.
I think the missile, the rear, I can't remember.
I think all versions of them are going.
Okay.
Has anybody seen the enemies yet?
Rid of
We saw two
we got
guys
rid of
standing
all-
outside.
In the
Okay,
field.
alright,
And then I saw what I thought was a lion running across the field.
Okay, yeah, I remember that lion, the
We did improve the
gazelle.
rocks.
was-
You don't run over every single one of them now.
Can you stop driving in a circle for a minute and
AA
show
turret,
us?
That's another AA turret we took out. And again, this will be
All right,
another
just
optional
get off of this. Go
continuation
inside.
mission.
Oh, all
So
the
another
turrets are
type
dead
of
already.
Go inside.
we have in
Yes.
3.3.
Oh, it
more
was
build,
turrets.
Hurston,
Yeah.
actual
Okay,
Hurston
that's why I
is,
was.
underground facility. So
Yes.
this is the very first example of underground systems. So we're going to have underground facilities,
Okay, cool.
caves,
Underground
other
caves.
kind of
That
things.
sounds great,
this
man.
particular one, this happens to be a kind of I don't
Wasn't
know,
this a
waste
space game?
storage.
I think it was
Yes.
used for
But
refining.
I love hearing all this shit, man.
Is there any
is
ghosts?
But the
fucking
space stuff
fantastic.
isn't done yet, though. That was
Yeah,
like.
it is.
So if we go to the mines, will
not
there
space
be
stuff.
ghosts?
Honestly, the space stuff is the easiest thing to do, Dal. It's just fucking
Space
space.
combat and
Yes,
everything, though. I want to
that's-
see, like,
I
big
think that's
combat.
already done.
That is
I'm
facility.
hoping. Who is that?
Friend.
I thought he was flying the ship, or did he land? I wasn't paying attention. Hopefully, he comes with us. But is that gonna present too many glitches? I think he's just leaving him behind for no apparent reason. I mean, what's the point in grouping up? No human player would sit there and wait at the door.
Who are you with?
It's dramatic
Yeah,
effect.
you go look at what's inside.
Scott?
Fuck
Right, so
that.
Glenn and Scott are going to go down.
I'll stand here and stare at nothing while you do this.
I left.
Go. 2 2 team in to try and see get the prototype.
Okay, so I no longer think that this is one of the mundane missions. This is one of their higher level missions because we went to the satellite, they didn't have the chip, and the chip was missing. We tracked the chip to this base. This is definitely a higher end mission. Is it me or they're
So here's
skipping
the other
ahead?
mission is FPS AI edition. So this is cooperative gameplay against FPS AI. Currently, I think it's 3-3. You have missions to support it for Aya, and then we're going to have missions to support
it is.
You can't see
I can't see. I was waiting for you to say something.
So this is our first
since
pass.
I'm
That is
not
so
all that
awful.
good
You
at
guys have been
it
working
yet.
very
Gotta
hard on
aim low
getting
or something.
all
Show
the
off some
behaviors
cool
working
ass
properly.
scopes. Come on.
Hit reaction.
This is a aim down sight for somebody who
I saw one
doesn't know
more
how
guy.
to design gun aim
He
down
just shot
sight.
the wall.
That's just annoying. I can't see shit with fuck that gun.
What is he doing?
Son of a
Oh.
bitch. What?
Yeah,
I
he
mean, if
would've-
you're gonna show this stuff off, at least have someone competent do it. You know what I mean? Like, not
He would've
someone
been
just
dead.
never used a controller before.
I think he's got God mode on where he's unlimited
Probably,
health.
yeah.
or
He's not
something.
taking any damage.
I think he. I didn't see any of those vitals go down. That's his heart rate.
Can we cut this
See
back?
that bothered me. I was like, oh shit, he's at 90 health. No, he's at 110 health. No, that's actually beats per minute. Like, why do you need that? I don't.
My shoot, man. You too.
And again, diegetic, VoIP, and VoIP will be there. So when you're there, you can talk to
VoIP.
when you've got
Nice
people in
shooting,
your
man.
team,
You only
you'll be able
shot
to
the
talk
wall
to them.
80% of the
So-
time.
and it'll all be automatic based on who you
better
make
than your
friends
last
and
mission.
everything.
Is this a real
So
demo?
in
Did,
this particular
did they
case,
just fade
It's
into the
skip,
next
yeah.
part?
Yeah,
It's
they
they're
did.
not
Score,
it's not
the
skipping because the
anything,
game is
once
lagging.
the
They're fading
there
into the
will
next
be,
part.
like,
So this
operating
is
in
no
a
longer real.
real-world
I don't think
factory.
The combat is no longer real, and
Here
it
is
was
where
that
the-
bad. They couldn't even put together combat competently. If I'm noticing this right.
It looked like they just straight faded into
Yeah.
skips. Chat, they're saying they're cutting between players. Maybe.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
All right.
I thought there
prototype
was just one
TDC,
person
XX.
about that.
Okay, and we've recovered the blade now.
How are they
This
going to
is the
scale
second part of
difficulty
the
on this,
two-part
though? Like,
mission,
if
and
the
then
AI
we've
were
gotta
that bad
take
and that
this back,
dumb,
to drop point.
like,
in
how do you make this
Louisville.
mission harder?
To get paid.
Because
The other
Yeah.
players are gonna be jacking you.
I guess, like, yeah, again, it's
And
gonna,
that is a huge problem. People don't realize how important AI is. You can make your world as expansive, as beautiful, as interactive, as immersive as possible, but if you don't have good AI in your missions, it was all for nothing.
Yep.
And from what
Now
I've
the question
seen
is, do you
here,
get everybody?
this game doesn't have AI. I mean, just stand. I mean, you know what game had great AI? Fear. You
Fear,
remember that?
the original
Yes.
Fear.
Man,
Yep.
that shit. I felt like
Scary.
I was fighting like
Military. They
people that were
smart.
smarter
So one
than
of the
me.
things that we've been working on is kind of the knockdown
Like, when they would literally do
system,
hand
daggers,
signals and
those
flank
types
you
of
and
things.
shit, like, they were
We need to do
intelligent
And
as hell.
play test a
whoever
little
made
bit
that
more.
AI,
But
Like, when they would
he better-
flashbang
he
them
better have
and
a
then they'd
job
come
at
in
it.
from, like, multiple angles. Like,
Yeah.
that shit was so good.
oh man, it was awesome.
And like, nowadays, you just get, like, people standing there going, die, die.
Kids in chat don't probably never got to experience the evolutionary jump in AI when we first played Fear.
AI is too hard. That's why we have zombie games. It's true.
Yeah.
Although the AI in Dying Light was really good for zombies. The super zombies were scary.
Oh, yeah.
Respawn. Those are all spawn at the end. Respawn some afterwards. Like in this mission, I wonder if we spawn some after you get it. Yeah.
Chris is giving me notes for me to fix on the mission.
I played PlanetSide 1 quite a bit.
I never got to
saying,
play
why-
PlanetSide
wouldn't
1.
it
I
be
played
cool if
PlanetSide
There was no
2.
AI in
people stopped
PlanetSide
out
1. It was all
Yeah.
players.
Popped out on your way back up.
But it
We
was
will add
good. It was a
reinforcements.
good game.
Alright. I do hope we get to see space combat. I see what you're saying now.
Because the reason
because what I think that probably the weakest part of the game is going to be gunplay. I think for this game, I'm not really sure that's where their focus is. I mean, this feels more like a Call of Duty, you know, kind of demo than a Star Citizen demo where we're seeing the space stuff. But maybe I guess they've shown us the space stuff in previous citizencons. And so they're trying to show us something different and new. Or they're actually showing us what's going to be available for 3.3, 3.4.
That's a good question, Crimson TV. I know you said it jokingly, but it's like, why bother adding or making good AI when players will just add difficulty for you? Like enemy players fighting each other, that's your difficulty. That's your experience, not AI.
So all the missions we go on will have shit AI, and then the difficulty comes from other players trying to gank us and fuck us up while we're in the
And there's going to be
mission.
metas to that and everything. Like, you know it's going to be a shit show.
I need to sit down and talk with one of these guys. We could still head on over there. It's down the way, and we could maybe try to grab an interview, but I don't know.
We give it an effort.
Yeah,
their keynote's almost over. It's
an
over
after
3.
party. Maybe I can get a microphone in front of Chris Roberts or something.
The side guns, I guess, just don't work.
Is that turret floating? It wasn't even attached to the ship.
It's early.
The turrets are floating.
That one's not.
That one's not. The other one was, though, right, OJ?
It's early.
The other turret was floating? Okay, Chad, I wasn't wrong about that.
I don't know if those are roads. I'll ask Ian.
No, there are.
I want to see him jump out
There's built
right
in.
now.
Those are that's the strip mine
could do it.
biome. They've got the roads that they.
Hey,
can
we
strip
could
mine.
fall out of that.
There is a
Remember
road
the
system
ATV
that
came
is
out.
for
We
the
can do it.
Question:
procedural
If
planning.
you and I
Never wanted to do it.
If you
we
and I
aren't
were in a
using
mission
just yet,
and
it
you
just
take
sort of
off
came online, so
and I
we're
leave
gonna start to
my ship
carve
in our
roads.
ship,
Same system will be
what do
used
you
for
do?
rivers and other things.
Yeah,
like
is
that.
there a button on your thing where you can spawn
Yeah,
back
be like,
at the
no,
base?
fuck you, I'm not coming back for you.
Yeah, there has to be.
Well, what
obviously.
happens if someone just, like, steals your ship when you're just at a mission?
That too.
And then kills you with it.
Well, if you're dead, you're gonna go revive back home. That's not too bad.
Can we do a shot of player 6? Player 6, please.
It was floating, OJ.
What's impressive here is, you know, all the fading. Now I understand. All the fading is different players. And that is really cool because this whole time there's been 6 players.
Can
You
I
just
go-
said player 6.
Oh, damn.
Can you
And
go
then we-
faster? Like, do you think they're going slow right now?
No.
Yeah, they're probably going slow for cinematic purposes. They have to fill 3 hours.
Well, there, you got 18 more
Or
minutes.
2 hours, I think.
I was like, they got 18 more minutes. I want to see some space.
I don't think there's space in this, Joe. I know, right?
Is that an actual thing, Wildcat? Wildcat's
So,
saying
as we
right
get
now you
closer to the
create a
city,
rescue beacon and it creates a mission
this
for
is
other
a no-fly
players
zone.
and NPCs to rescue you, and
And,
dying in this game has huge penalties.
This
so
is
you
our
don't want to
early
suicide.
implementation of.
What are the
no-fly
penalties for
zones.
death in Star Citizen
Eventually
right
we will
now?
have paths that you will need to stick
Yeah, I
on.
worry about when you talk to one person in chat and they don't know what they're talking
follow.
about. So I
very similar
refrain
to what you get with real-world airports. You just won't be able to fly
unless it's
anywhere
somebody
and
we
everywhere over the
trust.
city under a certain altitude.
There's no penalty right now. What is going to be the penalty? Did they talk about it? You lose everything when you die.
No.
Plan mode. And we can, yeah, okay. Yeah.
We'll ask them at the
So you can see the
convention.
Can we do? We'll get to player 6.
Alright, our drop-off point is right by gate 2, so rather than fly all the way in and then take a train out to the perimeter, we're going to land out here because we can't go in closer because of the no-fly zone, and then drive to gate 2 and get to sort of check out the outside of Lawville as well.
if the game is this free open and wide open, Wild West, there is a certain, I will say, there's a certain attraction there that it's like whole services could pop up to supplement the game's exploitability, the weakness of here. There could be services of, but maybe that's a little too ambitious and hopeful.
Player 3. No, we are on player 3 now.
Oh, sorry.
He was in his third-person.
Players going in and trying to do things.
There needs
for
to be
you.
fast travel. Like, why can't they were like, it's a no-fly zone. You can't fly and land your ship here. You have to drive in manually. It's like
This is gonna be so laborious.
I'm gonna
and
be
boring
so bored.
by the 5th mission, 10th mission.
So again, this sort of gives you an idea of the perimeter and the scale of the city.
But I'm hoping they're doing all this for, you know, demo purposes. Which could very well be the case. However, he did say no fly zone.
He did say we have to land. There's a no-fly zone.
But he said you could have landed closer and took a train.
Got to train again. Just let me land in the hangar,
But
get more
even
missions,
that,
leave.
those elements are still the same laborious type of thing.
Yep.
Whoa, frame rate drop down.
That was fun, man. Have a good one. Yeah, thanks, buddy. I'll be in the bar later, yeah?
Yeah.
Meet you there.
Meet at the bar.
So that we can stare
Time for
at,
some whiskey.
at our whiskey that does nothing.
All I
in-game.
can imagine is like if you're betraying each other, just like trust
have to
no
find
one,
your
not
way.
even so be
Oh,
aiming at
no.
each other.
I wouldn't even
Yeah,
trust
you
the
like
you.
aim at yourself.
Lowville,
You're like, I can't trust myself. I've been
there's-
betrayed.
We're gonna, in different areas, there's a little example of a bit of a shanty town. So these are people that have been pushed out of the inner city, but people still hang on the outside gates, sell their wares to people coming and going from
Shanty towns are cool.
Lowville.
That's a good point. I mean, who has time to role play like
Yeah,
this?
you can appreciate the size
People
and the
have
scale
a real life.
of Lowville. So we're now down on the foot. You can
I'm
sort
just
of
gonna
look
run
up- look
between
up.
missions.
Do you have a
as
real life,
fast
Joe?
as
Do
possible.
you gotta go to work. You gotta work out.
I was
you
actually gonna say that.
family.
Like this
Pretty
sounds
big. This is what
amazing,
you fly in and out
but
of. I mean, I
if
think
you
one of the
have no
nice
life.
things with
but for
Star
me,
Citizen is
like
just the
I
sense
want a
of
game where I could just
scale,
like
that
get
you
up
get,
and just like, hey,
but
I want
also
to play
the
this,
sense of
but I'm gonna
detail
be
when you get
so
there
far
on the
behind.
floor. So it's
I'm
all,
not
you know,
gonna get
see
any of the
things
ships
that
because
interact
I
with
won't. It would take
you know,
me
we've got
what it would take
Years.
somebody
for that,
months,
but we've got
years for
scale
me,
that goes
because
to
I have no
millions.
time.
And see, you're the type
Now-
of person
now-
they charge.
And
Yeah,
that's the type of
that's why I
person
was
they
like,
want to get money
yeah.
from, or
I
they
ain't no
say
fool.
fuck,
I'm gonna say no.
or they say fuck off, play a different game. then.
Exactly. That's why I'm not gonna. Probably
And
play
that
this.
that makes their game more and more niche, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We're not saying that's a good thing. We're not saying it's a bad thing. We're saying that's an inherent. We're wondering if that's an inherent trait of this game. Without all the fast travel, without all the
taken
to customs.
quality
Here's
of
the
life.
use of the sort of Dropbox stuff that we're putting into 3.3, so as well as admins that you can pick up and drop things from. This is also allowing you to drop off stuff, so this is sort of a drop that we're going to do, which is to complete our mission.
Clovis doesn't like to get his hands dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
The use of weapons within law
Deniability.
your
We just
safety
place it.
is paramount to us.
That done. Now, mission is
You are subject to all person laws and can
there you go.
Well, fuck, for all that effort went to get it, I wouldn't put it in some fucking box.
Done.
Mission complete.
I want to give it to somebody with armor and weapons and security.
You got 4,000 credits for that. Your spacesuit costs.
So now we're going to
1,500.
catch the metro. Hopefully, the metro line.
And you can pay $20 and buy
from the
250,000
perimeter.
credits.
Holy
or something like
shit.
that.
No.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, did we just
Anybody from
see?
Europe will understand.
Did the game just reveal itself to us?
4,000 credits for that
Let's
entire
get up there
mission.
and see
Yeah.
what's happening.
And we're over here thinking this is one of the higher level missions,
Person
and
security
not one
reserves
of
the
the
right to
little,
search
you
travel.
know,
Train, run, 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 run! Get in it!
little side things.
7,
4K credits for an
yes!
hour of work. Yes!
You Made
I
up
have
for
to
your
find
2
the
jumps, buddy.
spacesuit in my multi-tool.
It's literally a
reviving from
5-minute
death and losing a ship.
wait on the.
Ah, shit, I'm negative
So
50,000.
4K
That was
credits.
good.
I mean, that's
'Cause we're running
absolutely
behind
nothing.
schedule Anyway, so
And you're going to be able to get more through mining probably.
How
and-
much was
but
the
what
whiskey?
is that going to do to the economy of the game? That doing missions is worthless. Like in Destiny, you know,
And
the
it-
strike missions.
lot of
Not
people
only
Like,
that-
there's no point in grinding
into
those strike
making
missions when we
this
could do.
real.
Or no, there's no point in doing the patrols. All right, go ahead.
They lost their ship, so they had to pay for that.
They did
What if
lose
someone
their
blows
ship.
your ship up?
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Did you buy insurance on that? Because if not, it's going to cost you $50K to
After
get that
that,
back.
your first ship, then you get your second ship. If that blows up, you have to pay premiums.
Why are there so many fucking questions for this
Bankruptcy
game? That's
simulator.
what bothers me the most, that we don't know. We still have so many questions 7 years later. 6,
Yeah,
7
When I
years
when I go
later.
bankrupt, do I get to role play as a hobo?
This would be the way.
A space hobo.
I gotta buy a blanket, fight some other guy over a can of space tuna. Give me the tuna! I need to buy a ship.
I want to be a space hobo.
Gate
That
one,
sounds fucking
eventually
awesome.
We'll do kind of package things together, so like gate 1.
Hell, is that you? Don't look at me.
Damn insurance.
Yeah, and the transit system will
It's
probably
like
be
Space
close to
America. I
Change.
got a cut on my arm and I went bankrupt.
Change.
Oh, you just want a handout?
for,
Fucking
central physics
welfare,
district,
baby.
habitation areas, to the dark, seedy favela area or whatever.
I'm still concerned how much the whiskey was. I ain't going to the bar if it costs like $100.
That's 100 credits.
And I think this thing's moving at about 200 kilometers an hour.
The angry hobos.
120.
Angry, that's gonna be our motto. We're switching over to the hobos.
Yes.
We just ran and yelled and screamed and take people's stuff. And don't look at me!
12 kilometers.
Give me your ship!
It's all about
And
the
take
rum.
a shower in 3 months.
It's all about the rum and the space tuna.
I love them space tunas. Star Citizen, the only game where you can work in real life to spend your money to work in a video game.
That's not the only game, though. There's plenty of games that
yeah.
do that.
I gotta work at Wendy's to pay for my insurance in a video game, goddammit.
Okay. All right.
How else are they gonna pay for all this? $200 million.
Now we're in the L19 area, aren't we?
Yeah, we're in L19. We need
L19, so we're just going to hop the train.
Oh, oh.
We're going to hop the train to the spaceport and check out the ship dealer.
My face is hyper. Oh, yeah, you should have seen the face.
Spaceport and industry
Still
lines.
Our friends on the perimeter there. As I said, commuter citizen.
Train is approaching.
Driving 42, what's the other one?
See, this is already feeling busy work and monotonous having to do this. So I'm
gonna get
really
lost.
looking forward to fast travel.
So eventually, what we want to do is basically, Glenn, can you look at the map real quick?
I'm going to get lost in the train system
There
like
you
in
go.
real life.
So be
gonna
able
get
to show
lost.
trains.
I don't know where I'm at.
Understand where you're going, how to get there,
Like, they'll come get
and where it's
me.
at.
You know what an alternative to looking at signs would be? Hitting M.
10, 9.
I like M.
Just want to see you hit M, see where I am. Okay, I gotta go that way.
I'm trying. I'm hoping to God they're doing all this for immersion purposes.
Right.
Because if not, they're gonna have serious quality of life issues when gamers actually
It's
play the
30
game.
second wait.
I don't want to get on the train.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass.
Just let me travel to
If it
my
was 30,
ship
then-
already.
Or if it was 20, we wouldn't have made the last one.
Really?
Yeah.
That was spring.
Person security reserves the right to search travel.
Oh my God! Shut the
go.
fucking doors!
Just gotta wait for the rest of the people. It's not all about you.
So ideally we get a ship for you. Since
Yes.
Since
After
you've been
all that,
wanting
we
to see
should
that.
buy a ship, I think.
You're gonna buy a ship with your 4,000 credits? He had 2 million already. Like, I remember that balance. He's like, we're gonna buy a ship for their 4,000.
It probably
credits.
cost $2 million to get a ship.
Let's just wait. He's got
I wanna see how
All right,
much
so
it
let's.
is.
Have you kept checking balances?
We're
He spent-
about to. Did he say we're gonna go buy one?
Go buy a ship.
Oh,
He
this is
spent
great.
4,000. So he spent 1,500
All
on his
these
suit.
values better be real.
So 15 on this
Wait, no,
suit.
his spacesuit was 4,000 and his multi-tool was 1,500, right?
I don't remember.
It was something
You were
like
the one
that.
paying attention, not me. I want to go back into the.
All I know is
the
we have
stream and look.
4,000. That's it.
By the way, train tickets are 1K credits. You can't afford to ride this train to get back to your ship.
Train
Gotta get
tickets
a
are 1,000 each.
No,
Bus
that'd be
pass.
great. If it wasn't free.
No, it's free.
Yeah, I know. Prices are probably rigged for the showcase, probably.
6 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna fucking
next
do an
session.
angry rant if that's the case.
Gotta move it, bud.
Once we get our in there, you false advertising motherfuckers jacked up the prices, and that proves
Yeah.
the pay to win, the grind. If that's the case, then make this fucking game free, okay? Just stop it. Just make the game free. Then you can use all your bullshit pay-to-win mechanics. Right?
That's how
And
you
nobody
deal.
will have a right to complain because you'd be like, no, it's pay-to-win. Yeah.
So in
The game is
331
free.
Tesla Mobile, you'll be
There's
able to
1,000
rent
other
ships
games that do
and
it.
also buy ships. Renting ships obviously will be more economical.
New deal!
Because ships
The new
themselves-
deal.
How much is it
Well,
to
let's
rent?
try 'em out.
Here
Yeah,
we
let's try 'em out.
go.
They also
How
cost
much
money,
is it
so
to
it's
rent?
an
Yeah.
opportunity
There
to
wouldn't be a
something.
rent economy if the
Yeah.
prices
Yeah.
weren't insane.
So, here's a new deal. A couple of obviously ships
On
that are coming
ships,
in 3-3.
yeah.
There's the Phoenix sitting right there, the new Mustang. And of course, to the right is
Is it,
she's a
fly
pretty
today.
looking ship.
Where's the prices?
The
You have to
Hammerhead.
click
The
on
big
it.
boy.
They're staying away from
I
it.
think so.
You said you were gonna go buy ships. Go click on it. Stop clapping. It's just cannons.
Again, another ship that's coming with 3-3. I think the Avocado just started to play with it.
Okay, so that's why they're clapping because it's another new
Probably-
ship.
It's probably a bit out of our price range.
A bit.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Million.
Oh fuck!
21 million.
We just
So
got
let's go and get something
4,000.
for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is not
What
for me.
the fuck? Why isn't the audience reacting?
21 million.
What the fuck?
That was for the.
What the
I want
shit?
to see how much that one is.
And that's like a mid-sized
Go,
ship.
yeah, go check on the other one. What the fuck?
Or wait, is that? Did you chat? How much is that ship right now in their
I think
store?
Mustang, maybe 100,000.
You would have to do.
100,000?
You would have to do 5,250 satellite missions in order to afford that ship. And that took us an hour, that mission. So that is 5,250 hours.
We have a matrix that's done to work with the dynamic
I think that
economy
you
on
said the
ships
Mustang is
and
like
on items.
100,000.
Obviously, there's still gonna be
Hello
some-
and welcome to the New Deal Shipyard, where there ain't no
218
such thing
days
as
if
too
you
low of a
played
deal.
for 24 hours
went
straight
in
every day
last
for
night.
218 days.
I ain't got that
Yeah,
time.
the lighting
This
color.
game's not for me.
So that would be
yeah, like,
I'm out.
2 to 3 years.
how much?
God damn.
600.
600,000 for that one.
600,000
It's the Aurora.
for that small one.
225.
That's the cost of that ship.
85Xs, that-
$725 for the previous one
Don't spend
when
money
we
to
looked
buy.
at.
That's for the 21 million credit ship.
Right,
$725.
$725.
this
We
one.
looked it up.
Jesus, fuck! How can you support?
They're selling
this?
that for $725. This one is what? What is this? 1.6 million.
That's to rent.
There we go.
That's
to
the
buy.
rent.
They're
No, that's
renting
to
it.
buy.
I
That's
thought
to
they were
buy.
renting it.
No, that's to buy.
There we go.
We're
That
in the
is
dealership.
The end of the mission demo. So we've done a mission. in
Nobody is
Baldwin,
saying it. Like the
Flash
audience
Roasted.
is so
That
quiet
is
because they've already bought
They're
all
like,
these ships.
What?
We've shown
How
you
much?
the various parts of the gameplay, including
Good
the,
God.
FPS
Everybody's all passed out in the
aspect
audience,
of
and they're like,
environment,
go ahead and
multi-part,
clap now. Nobody.
missions, the various
Nah,
biomes,
man,
the
700,
transit system, the
pass.
enhanced interaction system, being able to buy or rent ships. We didn't show renting, but that's also be part of this.
I just don't even
And
understand.
they will all be stuff that will come with 3.3.
I feel like I'm getting
that you
fucked
guys
with
can
right
play
now.
once
Is this
the
real?
will be on
Is,
site.
is
So
that a real thing?
thank you
And
very
then,
much.
guys,
And then
With
some
the
people are
cameras-
saying these numbers are artificially low for the demo so that nobody complains about them. But I think these are real
we're
numbers.
Really kind of excited by
Because if they were artificially low, they'd be lower than this, man. They'd be way lower than
The
this.
rest of the day, we've got a whole
This
bunch
is
of
the
panels that
real
are talking
price.
about
One
various
mission
things
gets
that we've
you
done,
4,000
including how we
credits.
built
An
their
hour
system
of
set up,
work in which
using
one of your
the
ships
graphics
got blown
that
up
we've been working
by
on.
an enemy
New
player.
flight model, which won't be in 3.3, but it'll be coming in 3.4 onwards, which we're also pretty excited by. So
Dude,
I
I'm
would
gonna
say,
fly around and just blow people's ships
go
up
and
all
visit
day.
the panels. The audio guys have got some really great presentations on their stuff. Character guys have got great stuff. Tony has a design session that he's going to sit in and expound on, so that will also be really interesting. So have a great day, and I'm going to see you at the end of it to sit
I'll
down
be
and
seeing
recap
you,
it.
buddy, right now.
have a
Let's
little
go.
talk with you
Let's
guys.
go talk
So
with
I
this
will
guy.
see you
We have
later.
to go
All
talk
right?
with him right now. I'm serious.
Thank you.
This is crazy. I have to ask him things.
This is all standing in front of the most important booth of citizenCon.
You know what type of press
2948.
conference this reminds me
It's
of?
the most important booth because,
Because
like,
I'm
what's
here?
happening here?
Because I'm here?
Yes, of course.
Is that
All
what
right,
you're
guys,
no.
we're in
It's
Austin.
because,
We're gonna go over
the
there
booth is
now.
sponsored by Drake.
We're gonna see if
And
we
Drake is
can't
a
talk
sponsor.
to anybody
They are.
and
Wanna
try
do
to
final
figure this out.
impressions?
Uh,
No?
final impressions we can do in a
fine,
separate
go ahead,
video.
do it.
Oh my God.
Fine. We'll do final impressions from right here. I
Okay.
know we're probably blurry, but
Oh, we
I'm
are.
sorry.
So, after everything is said and done, this game is not for me. It looks cool.
Yeah.
If you have your time, like a lot of time, good
Yeah.
for you. Check out this game, but it's gonna be a huge
I mean, look
grind.
at all this shit. They have to fucking pay for all this. Look at this stuff. Look at all this elaborate stuff. Guys.
And this is all
wow,
to advertise
so
a new ship. This is just to advertise something.
I
different.
was so excited for this whole presentation. I was excited. I had a lot of questions. It looked amazing. I love the music. I love the visuals. I love, that there's so much content in the game. But then that last bit of the economy really blew my fucking mind, guys. I don't know. I have to go and ask questions right now because if that's what's happening, I don't want to play. I don't want to
either.
get involved in this because my time is precious. I have a lot of games to play. There's a lot of games
Yeah.
coming out that's going to compete with Star Citizen for your time, your effort, and your money. Maybe if we do a clan, you guys can do the work and give me the stuff. And there are people out there that they only have time for one game,
Yep.
and they want to live one game. And maybe this can be your game, the game for you. But I am so concerned about this pay-to-win stuff. There's already people with massive advantages. If we're going to walk into the game right now, and are we going to be harassed when we're trying to do the satellite missions? One mission gave us 4,000 credits. Ships are 21 million credits.
Yep.
In a mission where we lost our ship, we spent an hour, we wasted our time. I mean that, but this is so Wild West, and there are so many negative things we can say about this Wild West. But there's also some creative stuff. Like, does that mean that I could form like an enforcement agency of mercenaries? You can hire me, and I'll protect you as we fly around together. There's cool stuff like that, but that shit
What
never
are they gonna
works
pay you
out in
with?
real life. In real game, I don't know exactly.
Like,
Is
what-
there credit transfer?
where's my investment, my cost
I
investment
have
and
no.
shit? Like-
They charge you real money. I don't know, man. This shit is crazy. Star City. I wanted to come into this keynote and have questions answered, and honestly, all it did was give me even more questions. This answered no questions about how any of this is working. And all they're doing is they're showing, like, how do you pay for all this shit? This is the Kraken that you can buy right now.
They're using
like,
the
that
money.
is so fucking cool. I want that in my house. But that has to cost at least $2,000.
So here's the thing. They're using the money people are giving them to support the game to advertise more shit for people
the game
to buy.
into the
It's
game.
just like they are utilizing their money so poorly for development. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and here we are 7 years later, 6 years later. I forget when the Kickstarter was. I lost all of my original Kickstarter goodies, my card and all this shit, because it's been so long. And they keep saying alpha, and we keep seeing all these glitches. This demo crashed while he was drinking coffee. We didn't even go into space and have a fleet battle. What the fuck is going to happen when we're flying in space and everybody is shooting at me? Oh, my God. Okay, so the session crashed multiple times. There was a lot of cringe moments. It feels, if this was the first time ever that they were showing the game, I'd be like 10 out of 10 up until that last segment where they showed the economy and buying ships, right? But none of that is true. This has been out for 7 years, 6 years, 5 years. It has been scrapped and restarted. We've been waiting. There's a single player element they didn't show at all, even though I think that is supposed to be coming first. Where is that?
I have no idea. And like,
I want Star Citizen to succeed, but everything that has been laid out in front of me has only caused me concern.
Yeah. It's turning me against it. Like, that's the thing is like, for the first few years, I was like,
so
okay, there's a
badly
few ships they've sold.
to
I was like,
love
okay,
this.
there's just going to be a few ships. But like, the longer it goes on, the more I'm getting turned against this game because it's like I keep seeing more things being sold, more stuff I have to get that other people already have. Yeah. And it's at the point where like I don't even want to play it.
I agree
like
100%.
I just don't want to go in knowing that.
And you remember, this is a game that you pay for. You pay to access it. You pay for individual ships. You can grind in the game to get your own ship, but we just showed you that grind looks insane. You know, how are they going to deal with hackers? That's going to be my biggest concern. If the economy is that jacked, I guarantee you're going to have Chinese gold miners come over here and do their own brand of gold mining in this game. And I don't want to be a part of that. It's going to be frustrating as hell. They're selling insurance per ship. There's just so I have to go. We have to go right now. We're in Austin. They're in Austin. I have press tickets, so we're gonna go down there. We're gonna see if we can talk to somebody. Maybe we can talk to this guy in the background. Maybe he's gonna be at the door to stop us. Is that AngryJoe? No, don't let him in. don't let that guy in. Because I don't know. I want to talk to these guys. I need these questions answered. You've just presented me with war questions, and that was not what I came here for. So, yeah. Very excited. You fucked it up at the end, and there's so many more questions. That's about it, right, guys? Like, I'm panicking right now because I'm like, this can't be for real. So we're gonna go down there and we're gonna try to get some answers. Anybody else have anything to say?
No, I mean I haven't. It's just furthering everything I've said over the last like few streams we've done about this.
Right. So here's where we land. I came in this positive, super positive. Joe came in this neutral, doesn't know jack shit about Star Citizen and all the drama.
And now I'm out.
And Dell has been on the negative side because he's been researching a lot of the community blowback and every time something happens and what seems shady. So positive, negative, neutral. From a positive, I'm scared as fuck. I'm panicking right now. Right? Neutral. He says he's out.
I'm out.
Negative.
I'm further negative. Like I said, it's turning itself against me, or turning me against it further.
I can understand but the way the game is shaped, I can understand that people make this their life, and they get so defensive about it. Because if you talk shit about Star Citizen on YouTube or in the forums, they come after you, man. Yep. And it's just crazy. And
it's because they spent money. They've invested a ton of money into it. Right. And honestly, like the best way to put
we're
these
just giving you honest opinions from the outside looking in, and we we want the game to be successful. We want it to be a game that I can scream and recommend to everybody. But there's so many things in it that I don't know if I could say, everybody go out and buy this thing, because then they'll blame me for what's happening.
No, you can't tie your name to it.
Yeah.
You just can't tie your name to it.
Don't blame me. All right. Anyways, we're gonna go right now before we're late, and so we'll possibly make another follow-up video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I might put this up in its entirety on our channel because this was so entertaining. The cringe, the shock, the cool moments. Like we have positive things to say about the game, but we also have very negative things as well. So okay, see you guys on the next Angry Joe show. Bye, guys.